But thank you.
You're welcome.
I like those glasses.
Welcome,
Thanks, bud.
everyone, to session number
Just kidding,
2.
I fucking hate you.
So,
Number 3.
You remember
3.
Yeah.
No, it's still
Depends
session
how
2.
you're
It's still
counting it.
session
So
2 until I give the introduction.
Oh, there you go.
It's
Nope.
session 2, but
Nope,
we're
I'm
0
talking about.
index.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what it is. I'm a computer science person.
Yeah.
We're 0 indexed. So session 1 is actually yep. I know
Words are
arrays.
hard.
I know arrays.
I remember.
So,
Bless.
since last we left off, everyone, you guys have left the city of Irwan Basin in order to both get out of town and also meet up with someone who's a friend of Farmer Dan's, who he says is in Dawnscape. This man is said to have some way to help against this dragon that has stolen Viscount Nerali's daughter, Avarella. The group of you purchased some horses, cold weather gear, a map, and some other small supplies for your travels, and headed your way west to the Crystalline Pass. You encountered a ransacked tent, looted the tent, a bag, statue, and a cauldron, and then had an encounter with a bear during the night's watch, in which the bear trap was almost successful. This close. Through a tight battle, you bested the bear and finished your night's camp, achieving level 2 in the process.
Wait.
You finished your trip to the Crystalline Pass where you met up with Tish Quartzmark, who commissioned you to kill a spider for her mines in trade for 30 gold and a map that gets you through the Crystalline Pass. We ended with the battle between yourselves and the spiders, and also some methods that you were unaware of that you found within the cave. That is where we ended. I did note that you were looking around for loose stones that you could take. From what you had seen, there are no loose. So, to be very fair and honest, they worked this mine shaft until they had to until they get out because of the spiders. So anything that was loose, they would have taken with them back to Tish and the market. However, that's not to say that deeper within that cave, there might be a vein that's almost exposed or mostly exposed or whatever else.
Also, as a reminder, Jake, you have Gift of Alacrity for 8 hours.
I do. Still have it.
Yes.
Yes.
I've not forgotten.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Yes. In the immediate area of the battle, though, there's no treasure aside from maybe the spider's web, which even when when it's shattered, it still remains frozen and sticky. The bodies of the spiders remain also for whatever they're worth, and the mephits are nowhere to be found because they exploded in shards of ice, and basically left no body left over at all.
Well, at the very least, the spiders are worth 30 gold.
Yeah, that's true.
The spiders have a bounty for 30 gold. That's correct,
Yes.
from Tish.
30 gold in a map.
It's true.
I'll keep looking and see if I find a vein or anything like that.
Okay.
There wouldn't
So-
happen to be any, like, diamonds laying around worth, say, 50 gold pieces or anything like that?
So there's not, but you do, as you kind of scan the area, make sure that they're still on a little bit of a guard to make sure that you're not going to get ambushed by more spiders or more mephits. You eventually clear the area and notice the only stone that is outside of ice and mountain is a green. It looks almost moss covered, but the moss is like icy and hard stone that's like embedded mostly into the wall. It's about rugby-sized, football-sized, out, uncovered, and it's still embedded into there. However, with some time and effort, I'm sure, that's the only thing that's still exposed, and you can tell that they were clearly trying to carve around it to get this out of there when they were inevitably stopped by spiders and or mephits. Well, spiders from what you were told.
Right. Yeah, I'll make sure I have I'll pick up my daggers that I used throwing, and I'll pick those up, and then I'll go to it and try to get it out.
Okay, make an intelligence check really quick, just to see if you know what kind of stone this is. And anyone going over there and looking at this can also do so.
I'll look.
9.
It's all right.
Okay.
I would. I would.
Yeah.
Intelligence check, you say?
Start.
Yeah, it's me.
That's a D12.
Also 9.
Not your best.
I've found
I
a
rolled
rock and I'm leaning against it.
Just straight intelligence.
Yep, intelligence check.
Alright.
15.
You guys go
15.
on.
Wait, can't you add?
Yeah, but it's a natural 1, I assume.
So,
it's it looks like a fucking rock to me.
Even with low rolls, it's still clearly a valuable stone. But with the low rolls, it's mostly, like I said, it's mostly covered in this weird mossy glass type surface, and the bits of flashes from the torchlight are only in certain spots of this rock, and that's what gives it any value. You would know, however, green gems are generally emeralds. This is not an emerald. This is a deeper green than that, and it is called a chrome diopside. But essentially, it's not a precious gem, but it is a precious crystal, essentially, and it a lot of people buy it because it's cheaper than emerald, but sometimes looks better than emerald.
How big is this thing?
What's
it boulder?
exposed is like rugby-sized football.
Okay.
So like this
It's
much.
big.
Yeah, and you can tell that it goes deeper into here because like it's in the side of the mountain, kind of like a bowl cut that you could still like essentially dig out and scoop
Yeah.
out. So you don't know how, you can't tell due to what it's embedded into that you like how big it would be to get out. And again, it is a raw stone in there, so the way it always works is it always depends on what's inside and what the cut is, and essentially how much imperfection is inside of it that makes it less or more clear. But there is this diopside in there.
This is a diopside. Seems to go deeper. We want to take it.
You want me to
I'm
try to
already
push it out of
started.
the wall?
Strength. Yes, go. You're stronger than me.
How high is this off the ground?
It would be a like a top of a dwarf's swing,
Okay.
so about waist for you, maybe
Okay,
maybe chest.
So I'm gonna be kind of. So I'm gonna have my feet up against the wall and kind of spread wide, and I'm gonna be pulling down on top and trying to pull it down.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check.
Do you want to pull off this thing?
Yeah, that is going to be a 23.
23. So what ends up happening is the strength of this strength of this crystal is somewhere between bending a nail and glass. So when you pull down with all your might, and you do, it goes and it breaks off basically the whole sheet face that isn't still embedded into the mountain. Obviously, it didn't break off perfectly there, but it breaks off most of it into your hands, and you see it still continues deeper. And as you break it open, now that it's open and you can see the fine mineral underneath, this is a very pretty dark green stone.
I got a
And
rock.
it's very dark green, but it's hard to tell in this lighting because you just have your torchlight. But it does go. You still can't tell how deep it goes into it, and probably without proper tools to continue to dig this out, you'd have to finagle it for a while.
Are there?
I was gonna say I've got a crowbar.
But it does. It
carpenter
shatters
tools.
like glass.
It's like my
Cleanly.
guess is they were trying to get this thing out, and if they, who specialize in digging out shiny rocks, can't get it out easily, then we, who don't specialize in digging out shiny rocks, probably can't do it so
But
easy.
there was a spider in the way,
Alright.
and we specialize in dealing with spiders. But now there's
Is
no
there a
spiders
wall
in the way.
spider?
No, but now there are no more spiders.
So our specialty is done.
Yeah, but I look around. Is there like any picks or tools anywhere, like just laying around?
No, they would have brought that stuff with them.
I also don't specialize in killing
I mean,
spiders.
when
I
you
have much more
think about it,
specialized
you go in with your
skills.
tool, you leave with your tool. You show up
Yeah.
the next day, you go in with your tool, you leave with your,
That's not a good way to describe your coworkers, dude.
I mean,
While
Some-
they're messing
some-
around with
I'm
the,
sorry.
with
Some
the gems
tools are
in the
useful.
wall,
Yeah, they are.
At this point, I'm probably like breaking the legs off the spider corpses and
Okay.
getting them organized so they could put them in our
Okay,
bags,
so
and then
when you
carry
go to
the whole
break off the
corpse.
queen's leg, it snaps like a crab leg, where it like gives a pretty satisfying pop and crack.
Yum.
And the leg itself is about yay long.
Okay.
So it's a big honking boy, but it does like crack off cleanly.
Do we get the
Um,
sense this would be really good with Old Bay and some melted butter?
You do.
What is it?
You- Everyone else is like, that's a fucking spider.
No,
I'm just trying to make it easier for us to carry so we can get our reward. Because I think we need to prove that we killed
Maybe
the
we'll
spider.
get some more reward for this too. And I gesture to Rock. You want to hold on to that, buddy?
Yeah.
You now have one dice sprite.
It's about a
Sorry.
it's
Diaspora.
diopside.
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 Write it down.
It's a chrome diopside.
Chrome?
Because the diopside is the type of mineral.
My store's way bigger than mine, Jacob.
It's
I'm
not
gonna
the
leave that
size.
joke where it is.
Sometimes it's best that way.
Keep going.
Anyway, so
I've described the things.
I'm just gonna collect all of the spider legs that I
Okay.
can. Like the big ones, I'm gonna strap to my back. Like slide.
I mean,
them
you
behind my
can
backpack.
essentially just have like a
A bunch.
bunch
bundle
of
of-
sticks that are spider legs instead.
yeah.
I'm gonna have
um,
to carry the bodies too.
it's-
Or somebody's gonna have to carry the bodies.
No
Even
good.
though,
Why?
so it's weird because it's like prickly ice hair. That's like, I mean, it's also digging into like your fur, so like whatever. But for everybody else looking at this, like you see the bits of hairy, icy spider that he's just like into.
Pass.
Yeah. I'm gonna describe it because he
Hard
keeps
pass.
asking.
You got it.
And
you got
at
it,
this
strong man.
at this point, you probably would have like 12 legs of spider as they crack this thing off. It's not like he goes over there and goes like he'd have to work it for a little bit before it snapped. Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter how many I get because I'm not like
Yeah.
gonna do
True.
anything with these. I'm just collecting to be like proving. Spiders have 8 legs. I've got 24 legs. 16 of them are small legs. 8 of them are big legs.
Have,
We killed a big spider and 2 little spiders. Here's our
that
proof.
seems a little excessive. I'm gonna be honest.
That's alright.
I mean, how else are they gonna know we killed the spider?
Yeah,
Just
these
grab
are
the
these
whole
are the
ass
I
thing.
mean,
receipts.
it's very clearly a spider leg.
These are the receipts. This is the receipt.
All of them?
Fuck's
Yes.
a receipt.
All of them.
All of them.
It's a fucking receipt.
It's what you get when you sell
I mean,
grain.
And then just
they
in
want to
case,
know how much grain you
they
sold
want to
them.
eat it. I don't know if they
Right,
like
right.
spiders.
Ropes. We're not eating
I'm
spiders.
not-
How
I mean,
far
they
does
might.
this
I'll
go
try-
back?
I'll try it.
Like to the back of the cavern where he found the. So it does end.
Yeah.
And towards the back of the cavern, you can actually see different areas that have been dug out, and presumably more of this same type of mineral have been like carved out of that section. But to go all the way back is maybe 60 feet, 70 feet inward, and then you like it kind of bows over. You saw it. It was what I
Yeah.
had laid out. So it was tops 100 feet to the other end. But I think it was closer to 70.
I'm gonna go along the wall with the torch and just do it. You know, like the maze left-hand rule.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go around
Yeah.
the side of it, keep going, and like explore it and see if there's any like huge tunnels that just disappear into nowhere.
So there aren't, but you have dark vision, right? Or no?
I know I don't.
Okay. So you
No, I don't.
can't see the ceiling with your torchlight.
I cannot.
And neither can in some areas neither can the people with dark vision. So presumably they came from above.
I didn't take light. I don't think I can.
You could have taken light, I believe.
But I didn't.
I think it's a
took
wizard
Mold Earth
cantrip.
for the
I
means.
can't like starry form.
Hey, you use
You
more
can.
earth
I
more
think
times
that the
than you
torch
use
gives off
light the
basically as
entire
much light as you
campaign.
do.
in that
And
one
60 feet of dark
instance.
vision, you're already seeing at that
Yeah.
anyway.
I mean, we
But you
throw the
could,
torch
in order
up
to
in
be
the
able to
air
see,
as well.
you could just become stars, which is fucking dope. Did you need me to tell
That's
you
not a bad
about
idea.
that stuff? Like, or you know what it is? Okay. Okay.
Well, I mean, I could use it. So we're gonna continue. We're gonna go back. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty.
I don't think there is anywhere to continue. I think there's only back.
Yeah.
That sounds great. Let's leave. I'm tired.
In
I
this
would
area
look
where we
around.
can't see the ceiling,
Yes.
I'm gonna toss a torch like straight up, and just kinda
Sure.
see.
Okay.
Bunch of spiders skitter off.
They don't.
Spiders are on fire.
So knowing that you're going through an ice cave, I watched a bunch of YouTube videos on what ice caves look like, and it's so the torch you throw up basically seems to like you can only see the torch from like the exact angle that you threw it,
Yeah.
and it seems to disappear everywhere else as you throw it up in that
Yeah.
area because there's no light refraction basically whatsoever because of the ice and stone.
Sure.
And so when you throw it up, you see nothing. Like it looks like your torch almost disappears into the sky.
Okay.
It's really eerie, but it doesn't hit the ceiling when you do that. And those of you with dark vision, I think it's a little funky, but I guess when he throws it up, you would be able to see like a little bit further up from the torch, and you see like it does eventually bow over to the side, but it's like pretty high up. I would say 80 feet ish, until wherever it starts to peter over. It's entirely possible that you can in some way climb up there, but it would be treacherous to do so because you'd have to climb up, over, and up.
No, I'm good.
Agree.
I'm just saying, man.
Just
People
gonna
people
My
can do it.
spiders and go
Y'all
home.
can do it. I'm not-
Okay. So you guys head back towards Tish and the rest of the people that live in the Crystalline Pass.
Yes,
Aw.
sir.
Okay. So as you guys go back, remember that you have to crawl back through different, essentially, areas that are condensed and small, so that creatures don't come skittering through. In several areas you have to crouch, and several areas you have to crawl through in order to get through. And then as you do, like some of the stones that are plants into the way kind of fall over, tumble down as you're getting through, but not so much that it like opens the cavern. And after a good, I mean, realistically, you guys have only been gone for maybe 5 minutes more than Tish left you. But she was like, all right, have fun, see you later, and she started headed back. Depending on your pace, you could run into her as you're walking back. But if you guys are going at a normal pace, you wouldn't. You'd be there like...
I mean, I'm not in a hurry.
Okay.
To get back.
Yeah, we'd
No, no,
probably go normal.
So-
There's-
So,
I'm carrying a big spider.
Carrying a big rock.
yeah. So after, you guys are at... it's like just past noon. You can try to long rest, but that's where we're at right now. Yeah, I know. So you guys continue on your way to Tish. She had her shop like back set up. When you find her once more, she is seeming to go over some sort of inventory still, like she was when you had walked in initially. And she sees you all come in, and she's like, "Oh, well, that was you gave up already, or like you saw the spider and bailed, or
We
I just pointed
vanquished
to it.
the spider.
oh,
Just hold up the piles of spider legs and the 3 bodies.
that's you can just you can just leave them out there. You can keep them, and I don't.
Well, I just needed proof.
Yeah, that's gross. Yep.
Ken, you brought every leg. I told you that was weird.
That's nope.
There was more than one.
That's
Okay.
joke.
You said
That's-
there was one for 30, so that's 3 for 90, right?
I told you to get rid of my spider problem for 30.
Well, there were these icy things, right? And there were these little small things that were flying around. When we killed them, they exploded into bits of ice.
The spider did?
No, there was other things.
Yeah, there was other things too.
Right.
I feel like a
And-
bonus at least is in order for our trouble. You
I'll help
said
them
one
out.
spider, and then there was not just one spider. There was spiders plus ice explodey things.
What's he got there? What's
I got
that?
a rock.
Oh yeah, we found that as well.
In my
let's-
mind?
What?
In my mind?
Yeah, we brought it up, and we're gonna take it.
He was in the spider.
It was in the spider.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was in the wall.
I was about to ask for a deception check. But I can't give you a deception check when he's just like, nah.
Nice.
It was in the wall. We pried it
So
out
yeah,
the wall.
so it's in my mind. I was about to say, your bonus. Stone there, or I could pay you for it, and I could take it. But
Well, how much are you gonna pay for it?
I need to see it.
What's it used
This
for?
is a rock.
Would I know what it's used for, or is it just literally jewelry?
I mean, it's a precious jewel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
It's well, again, it's not an emerald, but a lot of people
Yeah.
buy it in replacement of emerald.
Got it.
Because it's cheaper, and also it has a different look, and in a lot of times it's like a deeper green, whereas emerald is often like a more closer to a lime green. This stone looks like more like a forest green,
Okay.
and so a lot of people just really like that color, and a lot of people don't want to pay for an emerald.
Got it.
So it is a nice looking mineral that people buy for mostly jewelry. I assume that there are probably some wizard spells that you can also swing with that, but it wouldn't count as a pearl or diamond.
Yeah.
Balls. She looks at it and she goes, I mean, I'd have to see it and what you essentially have, but if I have a guess, By the size of it, it'd probably be worth anywhere between 40 to 100 gold. And I'll take a look.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
I'll go deal with these, and I walk
Yeah,
outside.
not in my store. Yeah, thanks. Not here.
No, no, no.
Appreciate it. Thank you. And she looks it over, and she sets it down on top of the book. As you get closer, you do see it is in fact a ledger of all her things, right? And she takes one of those like monocle prospector type devices and puts it up to her eye, and she starts looking through. She's like, well, again, it's not cut. This is just raw, so I'll assume that you guys can cut it, and pay you for what it would be cut potentially. No, it's like glass, man. You can't. You'd want to etch it with. Never mind. Never. It's fine. So not that.
It's a whole trade.
I'm
People
not-
apprentice
no.
And so
stuff for it.
she continues to look it over, and she's like, "I'll give you fair for the raw stone, as if you came here with it, not from my mine. How about that?
Sounds good.
We'll call
Very
this.
generous.
We'll call this 60. So I owe you 90 gold, or 90 gold worth of store." And she, as she says that, she begins to walk away to a back room that she has in the cave, which doesn't have a door or anything, but she kind of walks around this like stone wall, and you hear like the tinking of coins as she does.
Nice. Good job, gang. We got it.
After a short time, she comes back with a small bag.
I'm still like heavily leaning against a wall.
Probably about the same time I come back in with wiping the spider guts off my hands.
And I'll say, between the three of you that we're talking to, or between the four of you that we're talking to her, she kind of just tosses the gold in that direction, but
Like
not.
just in a pile? Like just
No,
a
it's a
bunch of
bag.
coins?
It's a bag. It's a bag.
Oh.
It's
It's like,
90
oh
gold
my
can
God.
fit. Like think of 90 pennies, right?
I got it.
Right.
I was thinking.
I assumed she did it two-handed, but yeah.
Hmm?
I assumed it was more like a scoop toss.
Yeah, just spread them. No, she tosses the bag,
Bag.
Coins
and
everywhere.
you catch it.
Nice, free bag.
She's like, you can count it if you'd like. You can spend it here, whatever you want to do. I'm surprised that you guys even came back. Maybe you will make it through the cave. That's pretty awesome. I did grab this for you, and she holds out a rolled up piece of paper that's when unfurled, it's maybe this big.
The real treasure.
And you take that, and as you unfold it,
Paper.
it kind of looks like it looks like a tree that has multiple trunks. So it's got several branches that go out of it, and it's got several different, mostly at the top and mostly at the bottom. And she explains to you that at the bottom, and a bigger one at the bottom. I shouldn't say it doesn't split off at the bottom, but it's a bigger one at the bottom. And then she says, this is basically where we are now. And there's a number of tunnels that can go up here. And then as you see, when you get up to about there, the map kind of fades out. And she says, ice caves do melt and re-solidify. So past here, you're on your own. I can't get you through that. But at least you'll get to the end of my mine and know basically when you've left that, and you're left to get to the end of the cave yourself. Frankly, you might make it. I'm pretty surprised again that you came out on top of that.
We can handle a little spider. Pshaw.
Very cold spider. I didn't have my coat on.
So Milo, stop.
Milou.
So that's 13 gold for everybody except one person gets 12.
I will take 12 gold, and I will give everybody 13 gold.
Okay.
For the party.
I subscribe to a life subscription of pets.
I just wanted the bag.
You could see just his nose peeking up over the
That's what the
table.
gold in itself.
Yeah.
It's just nose.
Well,
Behold.
'cause it's
Nose.
kind of clipped out. That's funny.
Can
So
you give us how much gold?
13. I gave everybody 13 gold.
Oh wow.
yeah,
They
'cause it was
they gave us 90, right? So I divvied out 13 gold for
Oh,
everybody.
I got you now.
I got 12.
Should have negotiated for 91, but I don't know that math.
and as you're doing this, she's
Can't
like,
count
yeah.
over six.
She's like, yeah,
Established.
it freezes and melts all the time. Whatever you see when you pass through there is gone within a day or a week. It'll change by the time you get back for your horses. That I'll definitely keep for you guys. I really need to stress the fact that the whole thing in there is not a safe time, like genuinely. There's only a certain amount of area that she does watch over, and even that, she doesn't really mess with the beasts in there. So watch out for things that fall. Pay no attention to the beasts. Do your best to keep to your own. I would recommend that
Like a nature walk.
you limit torches as much as you can because things in there already can see without that, and it will attract them if they see it. So use it when you need it, I guess. I don't know. I've never gone past to where I feel it's dangerous. But the ancient stone will carry you until the end of the top of the map there you see.
Thank you very much. Is there a specific tunnel that you would recommend on this map?
Oh no, you could choose. You could take your pick. Frankly, we do mine past where you guys had seen. We just had closed off that one. ADIT. I don't know if it's pronounced that. It's ADIT. It's whatever the branch of off of the shaft of a mining tunnel is. I don't know. ADIT.
It's a good crossword word.
Yeah. Welcome to being a DM. It's like, why is this guy looking up all kinds of stuff about murder? Why does he want to know what blood looks like when it's pooled? It's like, is he
We know he's
writing?
gonna bury
Is he
bodies
writing something?
in the ice
Oh, the FBI's like, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
All the D&D stuff mixed in with the random.
cave? Give me a 100-mile radius for ice caves. That's where he's gonna bury the bodies.
Dude,
To his
I also was
research.
trying to find caves that have gems, and like the only ones that I was able to find are in fucking Russia, Siberia, and there's not footage. It's Russia.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say
I can't see
it
it.
didn't make it out.
Nope.
Well, there is, but like it's like very very limited, and they don't show fucking anything. They just show like wall. Yeah. Well, that's not gems. That's that was also cool. Apparently, there's a place that's so fucking hot that you have to wear like a ice suit to go down there because it's like
It's underwater. now,
way
too.
too fucking. It was underwater.
Isn't it anymore?
It was. The place in Chihuahua, Mexico?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was underwater.
I thought it filled up again.
Did you say
I don't
was
know,
again?
maybe it was.
What?
But they have some footage of like people walking around.
It
and
was
there's
underwater.
So hot.
It's
big
still underwater.
crystal.
But it
Beams
was.
of crystals.
Yeah.
Crystals
Yeah.
the size of your house.
Yeah.
Put that in your living room. Cure all your ailments.
Anyway,
Back at the ranch.
so, yeah. She, as she's describing that to you, she says, so what you were telling me about little beasts that shattered.
That's it.
Little
Yeah,
ice
and
people. You kill
yeah.
them and they go. They
And it's-
and they shatter everywhere.
They
They're
were
little
working
ice
with
demons.
The spiders.
They were working with the spiders.
Working with
They have
spiders.
little wings.
They flew around.
Well,
You've never seen this. You work
No.
in an ice cave and you've never seen this.
spiders, yes. The
Ice methods.
mean,
Make,
they're-
I know they're called methods.
make an intelligence check,
Make an intelligence check, he says.
and I will as well, for her. First one was
All
cocked.
right, intelligence. Don't fuck me.
And
Don't
I
fuck
only
me.
get my roll. What's your roll total?
17.
But you can also do Arcana instead if because
19.
it could be Arcana or History, but they're probably the same.
Yeah.
19. So you do know what a mephit is. It's a demon of some sort. And as you say that, she's like, nope, still doesn't. She's never heard of a mephit. But
I'd like to see one. Come along.
We're going.
With me.
100%
I thought
serious.
I thought you burst them.
There's probably more.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I'll just leave that to her, and she'll deal with that if it's a problem. I mean, it's
Okay.
gonna be fine.
I thought we were
Leave it to who?
tourist.
The ancient stone.
Yeah, I've been wondering what he means by to her, but I just kind of let it go. She's a bit crazy.
Who is the ancient
I can
stone?
hear you.
Oh, damn.
Who's the ancient stone?
The ancient stone is. It's kind of a nebulous thing. Some say it's a dragon, but it's just somebody who's responsible. The spirit is responsible for the people of the past, and frankly, good people who come through here make it through more often than not. Whereas people who are a little bit morally gray, a little bit morally gray, seem to not quite have the eye upon them.
Well, shit.
And I mean, again, as long as you guys leave the beasts alone, most of the time they'll leave you alone. But there's some pretty vicious things in there, so
Kind
yeah, there's signs. You'll know when you're leaving her protection.
What kind of dragon is this?
Oh, I mean, nobody's
Have-
seen
have you
it.
seen-
You can roll an insight check.
That is adequate. 14.
14. The speed of her response and the way that she responded don't mesh. Clearly, something is being held in some way from being told. But yeah, nobody's seen it. Again, it's some sort of spirit in some instances. It's some sort of dragon in others. I mean,
Really?
it's really not
Nobody's
being
seen
said. As far as I've been here, I've never seen her.
But you keep saying her.
I mean, it's the same as you know the other gods, and they'll have gender. You would know.
Yeah, you would know.
You would
I
know?
would know, I guess.
You
would know?
grew up in a church.
No,
you should know.
She is saying that to you, not.
You were a holy man?
Yeah, I grew
But
up in a
it's
church in the
it's
middle of
generally
the forest,
understood that people usually assume that people know the gods. You know, people say Somata, her, Didal, him.
Okay.
I mean,
Does
The ancient-
anybody want to buy anything here before we leave?
What does she have that's not gems?
What?
basically nothing. So they are a. This is what this is their livelihood. The mine. They've got they do have like bits of steel, bits of iron, but it's few and far between, and it's made off in some little section over there. She has, if you can think of it, if there's a spell component gem that you need, she would have it. But
So come back
other
when
than that, it's nice shiny things.
So come back when I have the full. Got it.
Any chance
you
she
can
has
also
some,
ask about
some
prices.
lapis?
She does. Most of it's kayanite,
Mm-hmm.
the bluestone,
How
and
much
then a
do
lot
you
of
need?
it. Actually, most of
How
it's
much do you
quartz.
50.
Yeah.
How
But-
much do you have?
What?
13. If there's 13,
Yeah,
that's it.
I did more
Yeah.
research because I knew
Yeah,
you
sorry.
would know some shit.
Well,
Well, you can have 10
Don't
of
don't
mine.
don't even.
Shit.
You know how many?
Thanks.
You know how many
have
different
my
stone
spear,
shit I had
that's
to
all
look
I
at?
Alright.
I could have just told you.
Minerals.
I bought one of them.
He needs 50
Could I
gold
buy
to
a
get
little
something.
lapis?
Yeah, I mean, same as she
That's
did. She bought that size stone that she just held up. You can get one for about 1 gold. And they have a range of sizes, so it would really depend on what size you
Well,
want.
I'm rich at the moment. Can I buy 10 gold worth of lapis?
Of one stone or mini stone?
Either or.
I mean, you can mix
Let's
and
do
match.
let's do a gathering of small stones.
Okay, yeah, you can get us like you would get like anywhere between 8 and 10, depending on how big those ones are. But they're about yay big each. Some are slightly smaller, some are slightly bigger.
Spend my money.
I think our friend here is trying to buy something to
No,
do
no,
the-
it's alright. It's
the
alright.
magic stuff.
No,
I don't have much left. I need a little bit for food, but
I'm not.
You guys,
I
wait.
can't say I know much about magic.
You are going to the north and you didn't bring food?
I got money.
No, we got food.
He just said he's got to have money for food. You're going into. There's nobody out there that sells food up there, sir.
well, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna get any money when I go up there, so I need to make sure I have some for when I get back, so I can buy more food.
I have 12 days or I'm dead.
12 days to get to Dawnsgate. I mean, you can make it. If you make it. I mean, like, logistically speaking,
Yeah.
it doesn't take 12 days to get to Dawnsgate.
Yeah, I got
but
12 to get
you
there
gotta,
and back.
You gotta make it there, you know, because,
Yeah.
again, it's
I'm
the
in.
fucking Arctic.
I'm assuming.
Oh,
they
But,
sell-
you know,
It's
they sell
cold here.
Food in Donscape?
it's. You think it's cold here, that's funny. What?
They sell food in Donscape?
They might not sell it, I don't know. You'd have to talk to.
They
I
have
think it's
food,
Shauna.
I also have
probably.
a spell to purify it.
I don't
Okay.
think they eat like the
Yeah,
plants.
for
do.
sure.
I forgot I prepared it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we'll kill
We'll
something
find some
we can
magic
eat on the
have
way.
anything
Purify it'd be good shit.
That'd be great. Good luck to you. I mean, again, I would advise that you leave it alone, but if you find yourself having to, I guess you can eat it.
Well, gang. Ready to hit the road, as they say?
I think maybe a quick break.
I'd
Yeah.
love a
Oh,
moment.
break. Yeah. That'd be
Nice.
nice. Is there a place to west? Sure. West our weary bones.
The weary souls.
I mean, not. I mean, you could just hang out here, I guess. I don't.
Okay, I sit down.
I sit down next to him.
Do you want,
Yes, thank you.
I'm gonna go find a corner.
Just like my head hanging.
You want like a bagel or something?
I'm just gonna pop squat on the
like
counter.
a bagel.
I love a bagel, thanks.
I was mostly joking, but okay. she goes back into this room.
How hospitable.
If we're taking a short rest, I'm gonna do arcane recovery. And
You guys can get a short rest here. Yeah.
Yay.
She's not gonna kick you out. Like, there are people that will go into stores like this and spend like several hours
So,
perusing and
yeah,
making
I'm
sure
sure
that they've
you
seen
get-
every stone.
We're just taking
So
a break. If you have any hit
I'd
points
love to
missing,
have
you can
more
go
than
back.
a hit
So,
point.
I don't think she recovers anything on a
Yeah, I
short
don't
rest
think so.
for Druid.
yeah,
Good
no, I
start.
don't think so.
These are still used.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, the
I
only the
think
warlock
Druids
can get.
nothing on short.
I'll
Yeah,
take
it
the
can get
second
wild
one,
shapes
too.
on short.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, but
Is it?
yeah, it's nothing on short rest.
Druids are not very big.
They're
in
long
that.
rest. They're long rest class.
They are.
I like
Long
long
rest
nights.
I'm going to use a hit die.
Same. Same.
No. Wild shape does come back on a short rest.
Oh.
So your starry form would come back. Would come back on. Yeah. That's what does come back. Everything else is long.
Okay, my hit dice are now 0 out of 2.
Say, you get a second win back though.
I do.
Actions are
I
getting used.
do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You get
I don't remember
every
if I used it, but I
Are you
used it.
guys-
I got all my shit. Yeah.
She comes back out with your bagel, or your bagel. I'm sorry. And she comes back out and she's like, "Are you guys leaving today or tomorrow or what are you doing?"
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I didn't bring any cream cheese because
That's
frankly
okay.
that's disgusting anyway.
I think we're gonna leave today.
Well,
We're just
now we're
taking,
definitely
we're just
leaving
taking a
today.
nap real
Yeah,
quick.
that's fine. Yeah.
We're
We're
just
just-
catching
yeah.
our breath.
We're just
I still
catching
have
our
some of
breaths.
My bear meat.
Is there like a
Is that part of the spider?
No, this is from a bear we killed.
I
on
thought
the
he was
way
eating
in.
raw spider just now.
No, it's from a bear.
I wouldn't.
It's also
Okay.
mildly cooked.
I'm going to
Is
take
it?
my charcoal, incense, herbs,
Bear
Okay.
also would taste.
and
too.
throw them into.
Yeah.
I don't have a brazier.
You do.
Mhm.
You do have a brazier. He's got a cauldron thing.
Oh, cool. I'll put it in there and I will summon.
You have a cook pot that I'm
Oh, I knew what I
I'm
was gonna
allowing to
That,
be
that is full of mold.
that I'm allowing to
No,
be.
no, I think you cleaned it out.
You-
Yeah, I did.
Do you
I
have the
did.
incense? Did
so
you already
that
buy
you cook with
incense?
it.
No,
Nice.
it's just less
didn't-
smelly mold.
No, it's not. I cleaned it.
Oh yeah, I guess prestidigitation.
Yeah, prestidigitation is
clean.
the Lysol of
It-
the world.
Yeah.
It's not just
I just
change your
Lysol that
smell.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not just changing. It doesn't just
Lysol.
mask it. It
Yeah.
actually cleans it at an atomic level. It's
I flipped right to find familiar. Nice.
Reminds me I need to buy some incense and shit when we get back to town.
I mean, I can sell you some of mine. I don't know if it's like as much as you would need.
I saw it. It's fine.
Okay. I only have like 2 sticks. I don't know. Could you at least burn that outside there, bub? It's a lot.
Alright.
He's like deep.
I'm summoning.
I know. So as you begin to burn 10 gold worth of incense
Oh yeah.
in her store, she's
Yep.
like, "Could you at least right outside?"
I will attempt to like roll the pot like this outside
You gotta turn it like
Yeah.
a fucking.
while I'm chanting.
You guys are watching. You guys are watching the like. Have you ever rolled a tire but sideways?
Yeah.
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 It's rolling out as he's chanting.
I did that
I'm-
this afternoon.
Too soon.
Too soon.
So he takes 10 minutes to go about doing that. You guys will leave in an hour, 10 minutes if he would like his short rest as well, because it does take. Well,
hour.
are you casting the spell? Or are
No.
you ritual casting the spell?
I'm ritual casting it.
And so it takes 10 minutes?
I
believe-
believe. Whatever the plus whatever the.
The
base
casting
cast
time is 1 hour.
Yeah.
So you guys get it. So you don't get a short rest. Unless you want to hang out here for another hour. Because it takes an hour to cast Find Familiar.
I don't need a short rest.
Okay. I'm just letting you know.
Thank you though.
And are you casting it as a ritual?
Nice.
Yes.
So you'll be ready after everyone's short
I'm
rest,
glad you
slightly
figured out
after.
you can go this way.
Sorry to
It's a lot
delay.
easier.
Summoning
It's
a
just wizard stuff, I
one
guess.
of these. Yeah, it's just wizard stuff.
Wizard shit.
You
What are you
can,
doing in there? Wizard shit. You know?
Oh, that's some wizard stuff. That's alright.
so
Just
My question to you
Bagel's not
is:
bad.
do you want to decide what you summon, or do you want me to decide what comes out?
As you open up your cauldron Pokeball.
Is that going to be every
Who's
time?
that Pokemon?
Sure.
Get a seahorse.
No, I'm not gonna. If you want like a flying creature, I'm not gonna give you something that like I'm not gonna give you a rabbit. You know.
Yeah.
I would confirm that it's okay that that thing pops out.
Yeah.
Unless you're in for the comedy, in which case I'll just give you a random fucking thing, and you'll end up with a rabbit at one point.
Yeah.
Take an octopus to the Arctic North.
I was legitimately gonna pick the octopus.
Octopus is fun.
This is so fun.
While he's doing his extra 10 minutes, I'll try to figure out how to attach the bear
So
skin
it's
to the
crab.
rest of the tent to make it a
Give it a
functional
Okay.
tent.
I can always
Read
throw
the
it.
BMW 7 Series leather in your.
Do you
60
have
to
any
take the crab
No,
up and then
random,
throw it.
random,
I have an herb.
random?
random.
Ooh!
Spin the wheel.
I have an
Spin
herbalist
the
kit and carpenter's tools. I don't know if that would include something that would be able to get
I have so many tools.
leather on
Is
the
it-
canvas.
Is it a beast?
It says you choose a bat, cat, rat.
Yeah, bat, cat, crab, frog.
What? It was awesome.
Bat, cat, rat.
I thought you straight up just started rapping at us. I was like, okay, M.
But these are
Oh my god, I have so many choices.
There's a lot of them.
Bro. I'm gonna use the larger thing.
Yeah.
Something that can survive in the north. Although it's magical, right? So
So-
does that really matter?
No, it doesn't.
So I mean, you technically could get an octopus if you just
But-
really
So, octopus can walk on land.
I'm gonna make a
in the.
I'm gonna make a
frigid
nice I'm
north.
gonna make a nice little executive decision and say that it's gonna be relative to what you're around.
Milo
Um,
the demon.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
the
that's
demon,
great.
the
Yeah.
demon.
That's legitimately
Yes.
cool.
And yeah, thanks. And I found a thing called a fractal mascot.
A what?
A fractal mascot. You heard me right.
You're
a
Elsa.
girl now?
To
I
the
was gonna say,
untrained
you're
eye.
literally Elsa.
To the untrained eye, a fractal mascot looks like a creature made from facets of hard light, but it's actually living equations, artificial life forms that are created by extreme mathematical patterns in nature, which is
That is so
super on brand.
super
Yeah,
right
very.
for you.
Jesus, it's awesome.
They can alter their size and density, and it's kind of weird looking. It kind of looks like a blue icy crystal that's like in the form of like a snake.
Yeah, I'm looking at
So
it.
we just summoned living science.
Basically.
Science, bitch.
Yeah, he basically did. Yeah.
How big is it?
Ah, Ripper runs
It is
around.
small. It can get medium or tiny
That website didn't help me.
if it
It
decides.
certainly didn't.
That's cool.
I was just I clicked it because I didn't know what the fuck it was, and then I saw a icy looking creature, and I was like,
Science,
"Fuck
yeah.
it."
Is there a stat block somewhere?
I got it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
5e Tools has it.
5e Tools does have it.
Yeah, fractal
Okay.
mascot.
I'll look at them.
Small construct, typically neutral.
What's the line in the song?
I don't think I
I
can
don't know,
give it
dude.
27 hit points
Let
though.
it go.
27?
Yeah, I don't think I
How
can
much
give
is
it
the
like
classic
That-
one
that seems a
everybody
little
else
busted.
get? 27 seems a little busted.
Yeah,
I would take
so I,
2.
I don't think I can do that. But let me look at Find Familiar for a
When
second.
did 5e Tools get ads?
Bad has a hit point, 2 hit points, 2 hit points, 1 hit point, 2 hit points, 3 hit points for the octopus.
Yeah.
Spender.
I don't know.
So go ahead
Roll
and
D4.
roll 2d6.
2d6, he says. Holy
Yeah.
cow.
Because this is supposed to have 66 plus 6.
Yeah.
But I'm giving you 2d6.
66?
6d6 plus
Oh,
6.
6.
So 6 of these, not 6.
Yeah, that's 5.
It has 5 hit points.
Cool.
Your fractal mascot.
Neat.
And it can do an attack. It does plus 3 to hit, 1d4 damage. And if you make it to a medium creature, it does 2d4.
Except familiars literally can't attack.
Oh, they can't?
N-
No.
Unless you're a warlock.
Never mind. It doesn't do shit. It can be bigger or smaller, though.
It can use the help action.
Yeah, I can use help action, I can see through its eyes, I can do everything that the spell says I can.
Yeah.
And it still looks fun.
And it does.
I got this little fucking ice fractal stick.
This math equation.
Well, you don't see something like that every day.
I did it on purpose.
I'm very excited
So?
for when you get a rabbit.
Perfection.
Pull it out of your head.
This is perfection. See this? Perfection.
It
Good
was,
job,
This thing
Bernardo.
has broken me.
Bernardo.
The two of you are like, oh, that thing's fucking cool. But as you kind of look around, the both of you notice that there is a very specific geometry to how light refracts off of different stones. And you're around a number of different beautiful stones. And you're like doing the, like, in your head, weird calculations of things reflecting off of other things, making a small amount of a light show. And then you look at the creature and you're like, those are just the angles of the light. Pretty sure.
I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Send it. Pack it. Hello.
It doesn't speak.
Speaks to me.
It doesn't.
It's only language is math.
It's like the
It
original.
says, it says specifically, understands the languages of its creator but can't speak.
It's like the original Nimbizet card.
Sure. I don't know.
It's literally the flavor text is just a math equation.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
It's
Cool.
just a
I'm
weapon
ready to
from
go,
Borderlands.
it takes an hour and 10 minutes. Everyone's short rest is concluded.
Feeling much better. That was a great bagel.
Did you eat it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was. Alright. Well,
It'd be rude not to.
it frankly would, since I wasn't even expecting that. It's fine. it's fine. Are you guys.
Does anybody else need any additional health?
I mean, I would always take
All of
more,
mine.
but
Like-
I'm fine.
Be alright.
You can have 5 health.
Now, when you say that, do you mean
Yeah.
maximum hit points? Because if so, I think you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When you have the same max HP as the wizard.
And I was kind of thinking
I
about it
think
in
close to
general. I think I'm
max.
just going to have you guys roll at advantage for health rolls. And just leave it at straight up that.
That sounds fair.
Because otherwise it sounded way too confusing the way I was explaining it anyway.
Okay, cool.
Did I fix my tent?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I was going to ask about that.
So I have an herbalism kit and carpenter's tools. I feel like
Carpenter's tools get you close, for
includes
sure.
enough stuff to.
You would just need some kind of thread to sew. I guess you can nail the fucking. Yeah.
Spider.
Yes. You can.
Spider guts or
Yep,
whatever.
you can use the sticky, viscous webbing of the spider that is found. That's gross, but it's just a hodgepodge bear
Yes.
spider tent.
It
That's
works.
what's going on my sheet. Hodgepodge bear spider tent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, are you guys heading out
I just
from
put
to the north?
+6
Yes.
tent.
Okay.
Alright.
His
So-
name is Bernardo.
Bernardo. Okay. Well, he knows it, and you know it, but have you told anybody else?
Bear
Yeah.
skin.
Haven't told
Okay.
anybody else.
Okay. I didn't draw the map because, frankly, it's the same as me telling you you follow the map, and it seems like excessive because it's only like a 4-mile stretch of land, basically. But it is a perilous and dangerous 4-mile stretch of land because of the nature of mine's work.
Lovely.
Yeah. Oops. So, let me go back to my notes. Is that better? Okay. So, you guys head out to the north, and you follow Tish's map. There's only a few areas where the map doesn't line up, like, well, where, like, one pass will be bigger than it shows on the map or smaller than it shows on the map. But for the most part, what she had shown you is essentially what you're seeing before you. And as you're nearing the edge of her map, you get to realize why she was laughing at you when you were saying it's cold here. It becomes biting cold, and the adits grow further and further apart and smaller in scale. You can see that they clearly do less and less mining as you're getting into this portion of it. The shaft of the mine gives way to from a 70-30 like mountain to ice ratio, and becomes more and more ice until eventually the floor is ice, the walls are ice, You're watching your step. You're slipping even while watching your step because you're literally walking on ice, and most of it is slightly sloped upwards. You see a sign at the end of Tish's map that says, "This is the exit. Miners turn back." You continue past this. You see no edits in between here and the next sign, and it says, "Safety of the ancient stone ends here," and it continues to the north. Just a few minutes of travel off of Tish's ice map. The cavern itself becomes a huge open cavern, and again, like I said, at this point it's all ice. And if at this point you were trying to tough it out and look like the cool guy that's like, no, I'm not cold, you're like, okay, all right, coat time. It is cold. You've been able to see your breath, but now you've begun to shiver whether or not you have your equipment on you. The walls are basically jet black because they're not reflecting any of your torchlight at all. So it does give a very eerie glow because it also, the floor is also black, and you just see several like small ripples for where the ground is, so you can tell where it's at, and you find yourself, those of you that don't have dark vision, getting closer and closer to the torchlight as you go farther and farther into the cave because you're frankly not really able to see much. Like the torchlight gives out about 45 feet of light at this point because of how the light's reflecting and whatnot. You can see to the full 60, but it's not clear at all. And whenever it turns, you basically come up to the wall before you realize you have to turn, and you're following more or less a forced path whenever it gets small, and then whenever it gets big, you're basically relying on each other to make sure that you're still going straight, or as straight as you can. Several of you do fall on your way up, and you slip back down some, and it's kind of comical the first few times. But those of you, when you fall, what you notice is that there's also what's like a dust almost that like gets into your skin, and it's like microscopic, and you can brush your arm and you see this like almost like ash, dark black stone that you're brushing off of you that does get like into your skin, and after you fall you find yourself being itchy in the places where your body touched the ground, and it's like a sand that's even more fine. For those of you wondering, that's because of how the ice, this is real, how the ice keeps freezing and unfreezing, and it gets different bits of minerals, and it like erodes them because of how it freezes.
Whoa.
So they're like basically tiny pieces of glass that are like microscopic, and they're just like getting into your skin, and you have to keep brushing them off.
That's rough, of course. The kids everywhere.
Yeah. Occasionally you'll feel the drop of water hit your head, and you're like, okay, this is not good. We are coming into a place that is, as she said, actively melting around us and refreezing around us. But
Scary.
you continue onward anyway.
Mm-hmm.
After what feels like an hour, but is actually about 25 minutes past the sign, through the dark and dreary tunnels, you hear a low, loud, groaning roar in the direction that you're coming from that echoes throughout the chamber. You don't know how far it is, but you can hear the sound reverberating.
So it's coming from like behind us?
No, it's coming from ahead. You can tell it comes from ahead of you,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't know how far, and it's a loud, low roar.
Alright, torches out.
Torches go out.
I'm putting my torch out. I
Yeah,
have no
it
dark
was-
vision.
I
But didn't they say that the torches attract?
Yeah, well, we're not gonna know if it's already attracted it, and then they'll kill us.
I'm prestidigitation this torch out.
Oh.
I think that
I think that's pushing the limits of the
Is
spell,
it?
but I'm kind of okay with it.
It
Can it
can
snuff a
spark
torch?
I think it
Stuff
can.
out
I
of
know.
fire.
I know that. I thought that was thaumaturgy that could.
Oh, is
It
it?
also can do that.
Oh, it can?
I'm pretty sure they both
Thaumaturgy
can.
is just a different version of.
I use thaumaturgy to open all the windows. Yeah.
Let's see.
I'll know. I'll tell you.
It says a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. So yes, you can. Your torch is out. Everyone's
Okay.
torch is out.
I would take the lead because I have dark vision.
Okay.
And a good sense
Now,
of
So-
you
direction.
need to tell us if something's coming so we can light the torches again.
So it is
Please.
black.
Yep. I
You
put my
cannot
hand
see.
on a furry
The only
shoulder.
people that can see anything
We're
are
going-
the three of you that have dark vision,
I
and
think-
you can only see for 60 feet.
Majority of us don't have to.
Yeah.
That's rare.
I know,
Well,
right?
right. 3 of us are humans.
Yeah.
Yep.
Human
And
party.
so you are walking.
Longest
So-
time, I think.
You realize as soon as the torches go out,
Stop.
and everyone tries to look at each other, and like the moment of like, oh shit, this is gonna be really hard, and you grab shoulders or hands or whatever you're grabbing of the person next to you. Yeah, I don't know what you're all grabbing.
Keep going.
And you begin to walk, and as soon as you begin leading the charge, you notice that it's like a fishtail of a truck, because you are walking on ice in blackness, but you can do it slowly, very slowly.
Slowly, we
I would-
shall go.
After
I've
the-
heard if you put all of your weight on the foot you're stepping on, it helps you slip less.
After the
I
first
think the
few-
opposite is true, isn't
You
it?
walk like a penguin,
You
right?
walk like a penguin.
You walk like a penguin.
Yeah.
So you alternate.
You shift all your weight onto one foot, and then all your weight onto the other foot.
Okay,
I like this fucking penguin combo.
Did you see that?
After like the
Talking
first
to John.
few steps, I would probably pull out my rope and like have people hold onto the rope to
Okay.
stay connected.
Yeah.
Okay.
His team just traded up.
Okay.
It's not
So-
tied around me or anything, but like I'm holding onto it with my
That's
right
not
hand,
James from
and I've got my spear in my left hand.
Okay, so is everybody grabbing the rope then?
Yeah.
Those of you that can't see, I
Yeah,
assume
yes.
that those of you that can see are not
Someone
doing
will
that.
have
You're
to
just
put
kind
a
of
rope in
walking.
my hand.
normally.
Yeah.
I will just. I out.
Yeah, I'll stop, pull the rope out, and like put it in everybody's hand and say I'm holding the other.
I'll probably
end of
crouch
this."
into try to sneak, try
Okay.
to be hiding and
Okay,
walking.
so it's yeah. I mean, you don't have to crouch. You just have to try to move silently. So you'll be at advantage anyway. It is black. I
Okay.
guess the only thing that would be able to see you is if they also had dark vision. But as you know, if they live here, they probably do.
Right.
But it's I would say way more about the sound you're making than it is how you are like
Okay.
the way you're walking.
I tried.
Plus,
to,
you have
Yeah.
4 people that are with you that are just like stumbling.
Yeah, I don't want to be like near them
Yeah.
necessarily because I can see 60 feet, so maybe
So-
like 30 feet away, to where I could see them.
You continue on, rope in hand, very carefully, very slowly. This is moving instead of the 4-mile hike that's going to be over in 2 hours. This is turning into you might be in here for the day, because of the rate at which you're traveling now. As you get closer, who has a passive perception of? Where are my notes?
It's not me.
My perception is
Probably
ass.
not me either.
Mine's fine.
If we're taking the disadvantage for
No, because
dim
it's
light,
just
Two
then-
over
this
here
is just
has
for
like a
hearing.
million.
This is just for hearing.
Oh yeah, well it's still a 9.
You would not hear this. Yet.
Mine's a 13. There it is.
If you've got a passive perception of 15 or higher,
Nope.
Nope.
I think
Of course,
he's
Katz's character does.
It's just cats.
just you. So
you're
be-
responsible for noticing shit in this party.
before anybody else hears or sees anything else. First of all, you notice that this cavern, you were able to see the walls on either side, and it's slowly becoming wider. And until you're walking in, you can no longer see one or the other wall if you want to hug one. You hear a snap of a bone and what sounds like flesh being torn off. And clearly there's something eating something. You can't tell what, but given the roar that just happened, one side won clearly and is having its way with the meal that it's just made.
What direction do I? Veer?
It is on your left
Okay.
as you're walking.
I will start veering towards the right.
Okay.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Uh,
that.
Maybe try to find the right wall and hug the right wall.
You can do so.
To guide us as far away from said creature as possible.
Now, this isn't me showing you because I want to show you. This is me showing you for the logistics of this is what you see. So,
But check and see.
as you hug this right wall, you can see the back of this creature. I'm not going to tell you what it is. If you want to get 5 to 10 feet closer to it, you can figure it out. But at the moment, it is. I just counted. It is quite literally the edge of your vision. You can see, I will say, a crouching humanoid creature. It's 2 legs and it's crouched over something.
And it's the one that's presumably alive, moving.
It is you hear that noise and the eating of a creature, and you can presume that this is the one that's eating. And I'll put some minis on the table for Batuk. And can you give me a general marching order? You said you want to be away from people, but now
They went to the right, yeah, so that kind of defeats the purpose a little bit. But yeah, I'll
You
probably
can-
just
you
be
can
towards
go
the
that-
back.
okay. Let me know if anything. So you also have dark vision. Are you walking in the line? Are you walking somewhere else? Like,
No.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll leave everybody else.
so the 3 of you see the same thing that I just described. The large humanoid crouched over, making. At this point, everyone has heard like a snap of a bone or like a.
Does my fractal mascot have dark vision?
Ooh, good question.
That's because I know some of them do and some of them don't.
You hear Cray's ass will pucker at the
No.
sound of that.
No, it doesn't.
I would
Get close, Bernard.
I would hold up a hand and point over towards the thing and just kind of whisper, "What is it?"
Yeah, you literally just see it.
I might move over 10 feet this way then. See
So
if
like
I can
here,
get- up.
up, here.
Yeah. Do I get any kind of view?
Yeah, you can make a perception check. Not at disadvantage, just straight in. So, because these aren't walls per se;
21.
they're like different slopes. So part of it is covered up by this stone. With the 21, you can tell it is a large ape-like creature, big gangly limbs, massive hands, 2 horns that grow out from the sides of its head.
No.
And you can see this kobold of a body just getting it's talking to, if it's ever had one, getting absolutely devoured by and the kobold's body does not seem like it has long left. It's almost done with its snack.
Get back in line.
So yeah, then I'll move up
Let me do
to the front
this.
Okay.
and just kind of whisper.
Shuffles.
And then I just
Smile and
continue
wave, boys.
hugging that right wall as
So,
far from the
Do you
thing
really
as
need a
possible.
description right now, guys? No.
Smile
Okay.
and wave, smile
I
and
think
wave,
we're
smile
good.
and
I
wave.
think I've given you the
So-
details you need.
Go ahead, everyone.
Oh, no.
Yep. Of course, I'm gonna have a roll.
No, I get it.
Go ahead, everyone, and give me a stealth check. Those of you that do not have dark vision, I'm not going to give you disadvantage unless you have armor that you have disadvantage.
Already have disadvantage.
Okay, but this is in tandem with that. Then I'm sorry. Those of you that can't see in the dark and have no idea what the fuck you're stepping on, get a -2 to your total roll.
-2 to a total roll.
Yeah, on
Okay.
top of the.
Disadvantage.
So that's
Hold on.
8.
Yeah.
That's a good number to have a -2 too.
I fucking forgot to ask.
Not terrible.
Not terrible. Yeah.
I probably just fucked this.
Elysian, what do you have?
18.
Could have been a lot worse.
Dan?
Still bad.
2. Ooh.
Oh god.
Batuk?
I rolled a 2. I subtracted
19.
2, but I add 2.
You shitty.
Felix?
9.
14.
19.
19.
Oh my god, I'm not first.
Divided by 7.
Oh,
Did we
averaging.
succeed as a group?
Doubt.
So
Dang, y'all
you were
just-
just below. It was 12.7 was the average roll.
Okay.
The DC was 13. It's written
Round
here.
it up.
I'm not gonna round up. You had to beat you had to be at or above a 13 on average. So
Yeah, that was worse.
Roll for it.
no. So what Not yet. So what happens is as you guys begin to keep creeping forward,
Sorry.
I thought you were trying to get my attention.
You didn't know about getting your attention, buddy.
I'll say what happens is that we'll do 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? The 4 humans. No, 4 humans, right? No, 3 humans and a Vidalkin. So I'm gonna roll a d4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so what happens is you guys begin to continue walking again, and Itosh, you're looking at your familiar and like trying to, like I'll say you go down and pick it up because you're like, oh shit, this thing also can make noise, and you tell it to become tiny, and you pick it up, and as you do, your foot goes poof, and slips just a little bit, and you hear like the sh of the ice, and everyone stops. All is silent. And then there's a loud, bellowing roar from this creature. Don't move. He can't see us if he doesn't. We don't move. I am going to need initiative rolls from everybody.
Oh, that I roll well.
Can I just have my familiar go on my turn? Do you want me to roll a custom initiative?
It's up to you.
So this one.
But same way every time after
Yeah.
this?
Hey!
If you go at the same turn, he will go immediately after your initiative.
Steal your luck. I'm sorry. Plus D8.
I think that's the rule. You do get a plus D8.
I'm going to use that. Thank you.
You just have it all the time. You don't have to. It's not like inspiration or something.
Wow.
Mhm.
Pretty cool. Oh my god.
I got you. I got
Maybe
you.
I'll start returning that karma at some point.
Itosh,
Worthless life.
initiative.
19. And
Elysian,
Spider Boy right below me.
3.
Zadius,
13.
Farmer Dan,
19.
Oh dear.
Batuk,
6.
Cray,
26.
Felix.
Calm down.
Bye.
He can't see.
I
5.
can't see, but like I can fucking move. Alright.
I can see.
So I will say, with the roar of this Yeti, you know something's happening. It's not good, but
It's-
something's happening.
Yes, not fucking good.
With that, Cray, your first act.
Do I have any idea where this
Nope.
fucking creature
You
is?
can't say it's no. You know it's that way. I would say with that, I don't think I'd even let you really make an because this is an antechamber of echoing bullshit. It roars, and you have no it's that way,
Mhm.
and also
So
your
I
butthole
probably
has
could-
not closed even
so
more
I
than it
couldn't
ever
even do
has.
something that would need a save from it.
Depends on how big it is.
I'm just like seeing if I can do like a mind sliver at it. It's just
Don't you need to see?
Do I need to see it? Yes. Oh, that's me. Hang on. Mind sliver.
I think you need to see your
One
target.
creature you can see. Fuck. No, I can't do shit.
It's pitch black. This is. I mean, there's very few times in D&D that it matters that it's dark. This is one of them.
No light
forget it.
spells or anything?
You can light a torch with prestidigitation.
Yeah, I
I'm
can't.
still holding my torch.
All right.
Save.
I have
But do you
thermoplasty.
know where my torch
Can I?
is?
Yeah. Here's the next question. Do
Oh
need to,
no.
do you need to
You
see
can't
the torch?
see the torch.
Can I see the fucking torch?
If you could start a fire
I'm gonna start
using
swinging the torch
prestidigitation,
around
I feel
wildly.
like you should be able to like.
It doesn't say you can.
Doesn't say.
Does this say start or stuff?
Yep. Instantaneous-
Snuff out. No, light or snuff out. Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
You can.
Okay.
But do you have to see the? That's a weird rule. We're getting
It
very
doesn't say
niche.
so. No. It doesn't say so. No.
Okay. I'm gonna light his torch.
You're like torch, and
Yeah.
you don't know which one's lighting. Your torch goes. You pick it. So what happens is you all are walking along. You hear. You see a torch, and you see Atosh like almost on the ground, grabbing his familiar.
So yeah, that's lit.
Bernard!
So now you're lit up like a Christmas tree for this gigantic monster.
Yeah, I got you. Fuck. I mean, it's either that or we just can't fucking see. He's gonna find us anyway.
It's
No, I'm on
15,
board.
15, or is it 30-30
It's
for torch?
2020.
It's 20-20. You still can't see it.
Motherfucker!
But at least we can see each other.
Yes.
Right,
We'll
my
be able to
friend?
see it when
Aw.
it's closer, hopefully.
I'm assuming it's gonna get closer. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, that's my action.
Yes, that is your action. You still have movement and bonus action if there's any that you'd like to make.
I don't have really a bonus. I'm not gonna try and shove anything, I guess. In terms of movement, like what kind of penalties we're talking in terms of movement? Because I'm walking on fucking ice.
Oh, it's rough terrain, so half speed.
Okay.
It's rough terrain for everybody.
Okay.
I don't think that will include the Yeti though.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he lives here. He's
Yeti
fine.
knows. No, I'm just gonna fucking stay there.
Okay.
I'm not fucking leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving. There are 2 of them.
God, fucking damn it.
You just literally had no clue because nobody saw the dark vision of that range. So this guy's gonna come at you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think that's his move.
Probably.
Confirm. 40. 40.
We're fucked. So you can see that one.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. No, you can't. he is 45 feet away exactly.
I made the... Where's Farmer Dan?
We can see it now.
10 feet ahead of you.
I'm gonna say
Fuck!
I'm gonna say
Why?
he dashes because why
If
not?
I lit your torch,
Right?
we would have been able to see it.
It's fine. He's about to come up to you anyway.
Great.
So I'll say
Oh, you can see him
My
now.
You can
God.
Yeah!
you see a big, lumbering, way too mad abomination of a Yeti creature sprinting at you.
So it's
You-
terrifying.
That is its turn. Yeah, just out of the darkness. Yeti.
You all hear something.
Super.
Your
heavy.
butthole is no longer puckered, and you hear something slip.
Yeah, you hear something as Craig just fucking.
It is released.
Yeah, Craig is bricking it right now.
And with that, that's its turn. Hey, Tosh.
Fuck.
I'm gonna get your familiar really quick.
We can see one of them.
Are there any rocks on the ground?
No. It is smooth ice. Basically all the way through.
It's smoother than the cream cheese on your bagel.
I didn't get any.
Or the shit in your pants.
There's
Imagine
if
if
you're
it
trying to
was.
use the spell catapult,
I don't
there's
want
things
to
in the
look
party
at
that you
them,
can launch
but
your
thank
torch if
you.
you wanted to.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I'll throw my torch and I'll launch it.
It's gonna. So just to be clear, if he makes the dex save, it's just gonna go like 100 feet this
slide
way,
away.
yeah,
and it's gonna just.
I've said it. I'm committing.
All right.
Dex save.
All right.
Fuck.
Dex
Fuck.
save for the Yeti. What's your DC?
15.
Do you want to portent it?
I don't have portent. We didn't take a long rest. In spite of
Wait,
it.
don't you have a 3 or whatever?
No.
Did you use them both? Don't you
No,
get 2?
yeah, I used the 3 on the spider because I was
Okay.
about to get fucked up.
Okay.
Use
And I
the
said,
20 for
"Fuck
him.
it."
Do you
And I
have
used
anything?
20 for
I-
him.
Well, you get to know the roll. I'm just asking.
Yes.
You know.
I used both portents.
Okay.
Order of operations.
So
Sorry.
exactly.
Does it-
So what is your DC?
15.
15. He does succeed. Am I time
No,
bitching it?
reroll that.
Cool.
I'm chrono searching.
Town bitch.
Your DC is 15,
Yes.
and it's a dex save.
Yes.
He fails.
Yeah!
You added way
Oh.
too many stakes onto that.
Fucking reason.
I was like, if he makes a save, your torch is fucking gone.
It's like,
And you're like, well, I'm checking
I
it.
know
I'm
I
fucking-
cannot see in the dark.
How far does catapult
And
go?
then
You're so
it's just
chaotic.
like
90
this is a
feet.
level 2 party
It's
in
in
the
lines
dark
or 90
versus
Literally
the
in the dark.
fucking Yeti.
60 feet.
I'm not about to
90
fucking let
feet.
that happen if I
The
can.
range. No, you're right. It's 90
Yeah,
feet.
the
The,
flies
the
in a
range,
straight
the
direction.
object that you have to grab is within 60
60
feet.
feet.
The launch
The
is
launch
90
is
feet.
90 feet.
You would have chucked your torch like
Kingdom Come.
here, and it would have slid because it's all ice.
Oh.
Hello? D8? There we go. 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
However, what happens is instead, go ahead, roll. Is that while you're calculating your damage, this Yeti comes sprinting out of the darkness, and Itachi goes, "Ha!" And you see this torch launch out, hit this Yeti in the face
10 damage.
for 10 damage.
Nice.
That's the Yeti troll. And it hits him in the face and clatters to the ground right in front of it. It's not out, obviously.
So the thing is, you don't know I cast a spell. You just know I threw something really fucking hard. And you're like,
Mhm.
wow,
Wow,
that was hard
that-
to throw.
Why?
It's not. It was flavor.
I mean, I
No.
can figure it.
It's a spell. It's totally a spell.
It's got somatic components, so you had to make some sort of gesture. If the gesture is yeet,
Yeah.
then that's fine, because it's
Gesture-
just somatic. So that's
Gesture is
fine.
neat.
Oh.
Okay, so
This-
It's in the spell book. Gesture equals the.
I don't even have to look at that bitch.
that-
I got that one memorized.
so he takes 10 damage. Anything
Yes.
else, Itosh?
No.
Familiar.
Familiar is going to give the help action. Get him up there. All right, time to be useful, Bernardo.
Yeah.
I yell.
All right, he is now helped. After that, I guess you two are on the same initiative, but Farmer Dan, you're next.
Okay, cool. I go in. Just kind of push my way in one way or the other. It doesn't really matter. Sure.
That's as far as you can go from 15 feet.
This shit takes years
Oh
off
no,
my
I
life.
was, the other way I was gonna go is just like kind of shoving my way. between
Oh,
the
here?
two.
Yeah, you can go here. There's a space
Oh,
open for that.
Order of operations for wizards in the party.
Yeah,
We had
this is some
spreadsheet.
blue magic bullshit, if I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 16.
16 to hit does hit.
Cool. 9, 5, 14 damage.
14.
Oh, I can mark it for this. Boop. Here's my thingy.
Nice.
Ew.
Do you have anything else?
No.
Catapult.
Wait. Damn it. I forgot to do thing. That's fine. I won't do it now. I forgot to hex him.
Yeah, no, it's it's too
I
late.
was like, I'm not gonna do that now and just lose concentration for no reason.
Zadius.
I'm gonna disengage and move back, however far I can,
15 feet.
and then I'm going to throw a dagger at him. What's that to advantage, right?
I think help
Did you
back.
use my
No,
help?
yeah, he
I
used
did.
the
Used
help
the
action.
help.
It is not an advantage.
Okay.
He
I
does.
just didn't know if the
it,
sneak
it
thing
has
or
dark.
the
It has dark
assistance.
vision.
That's the
and
first time that math has
Frankly-
ever helped me.
Frankly, I could have flavored it a different way. He smells you more than he sees you, because he has keen smell.
Okay.
Which,
Well, I just didn't know because allies are near him or
if
whatever.
you
still
got
get
if you
sneak
got past this one,
Okay.
this was the one that mattered because you also have a dead bear carcass that you're carrying around, and they might have smelled you as they finished eating. So you it was like a time versus.
Either way, not at advantage. Oh. 12?
12 hits.
Woo!
94.
Whack 'em.
You still get sneak attack because people are next.
You
to
do get sneak attack.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Okay.
That's attack, baby.
That's what I was
He doesn't stand up straight, so I'm trying to like bend him.
thinking. 9 damage.
9?
Looking at it's really hard.
Was that?
9, yes.
The model.
Yeah, he's leaning super. It's the ice. As you throw your one of your 2 daggers, right?
Yes.
Anything else, Thaddeus? Actually, that's everything.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's I
movement,
did
action, bonus
everything.
action. Yeti Bear's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Oh, fuck.
God.
Oh,
Why is he
okay.
backwards? Alright, there we go.
My hammer
He
is
just
broken.
moonwalks on over.
This Yeti is going to.
It's gonna fuck one of us up. I assume.
Okay, don't back.
I need a D7. I'll roll a
Yeah.
D8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he counts. He's tiny still
4.
too.
1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Or did I say 4? There's one of you two.
I don't remember.
All right,
That's-
I'm gonna
that's
say
okay.
this. I'm gonna say 2. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Ah, great.
Gross.
This is what I wanted my
15?
team to take.
15 succeeds. You will take.
Who's your team?
Buffalo Bills.
Oh, duh. Stupid. But one of the bills in the pig.
Nothing happens.
Good.
Wow! It save or suck. So it sprints at you, and as it does, its eyes gloss over blue, and you feel a little bit more cold than you did before. But it's like you're not sure
I mean,
if
one
it's
hard
like
shiver
you're not sure if
takes
it's
it
like the wind that is rushing over to you or what. But he does his thing. Nothing happens, but he's still gonna make 2 claw attacks against you.
Okay.
Swing, swing.
You've used Yetis before? Is that what you're saying? Dick.
I don't know if they were actual Yetis or if you changed them.
They're Yetis. What is your AC?
18 at the moment.
18. He rolls a 17 and misses.
Okay.
Well, Yetis are a fairly reputable brand of microphone.
Very true, also. That is Yeti Bear's turn. After that, it's Batuk.
Boy, that was a
How's
lot.
the one in front of me looking after?
Not good.
Okay. I'm gonna start by trying to hit him with my spear, two-handed.
Okay, do it.
17 to hit.
17 does hit. AC's not good on a Yeti. It's quite
9 piercing damage.
9 piercing damage.
Is he still up?
He is.
I'll use a key point to flurry of blows.
What up?
First attack on this Yeti. So cocked.
It's cocked for it
18.
again.
15 to hit.
15 hits.
Stab him.
For 7 punch damage.
Fat punch
Still
him.
up.
And I will punch me.
Last attack, monk style.
That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. And you can do no less than 2 damage.
So another 7 damage.
That will do it.
Yay!
Woo! That will do it. 1 Yeti down.
Nice.
Any movement?
I'll just move around to behind this bear one. Like
5, 10,
I have 20 movement right now because
15, 20, because it's...
It's tiny.
All right,
Yeah.
you can go here. Yep.
Just to
I had to think about
lock
it.
him
It's
in.
tiny.
Yeah.
Nothing else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. After that is Felix.
Felix. Okay, I'm gonna take one step closer to Atosh. And then I'm going to hit this Yeti, maybe.
Okay. Swing away.
13.
13 hits.
13?
13 hits.
Cool.
He hit with a 12.
Okay.
That's the AC.
I've only heard 15 hits so far. So that is going to be 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Oh, you know what? I rolled
You're
the wrong
next.
dice. Like a dummy.
Oof.
It'd be like that sometimes. So it was actually 5, my bad.
Okay.
I rolled a hit dice instead of a damage dice. It do. And that's, I'm in a defensive position, ready to protect my blue friend.
Is that a combat maneuver? What's happening? Or are you just saying that?
I have a
as like-
fighting style to assist if a friend is attacked.
Cool.
What does that do? I can reduce your damage. Neat. I'm gonna need that.
So I thought I'd step closer to
Elysian,
Thanks,
it is your
Glenn.
turn.
Chuck a card at its throat.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack roll. And add plus 6.
You got it?
26.
20,
It's
yeah,
natural
that
20,
hits.
small
Oh, yeah. So you roll 2d6 or 8 or whatever it is.
What?
Whatever your damage die is, you double that,
Since
so
rolled
you
a
roll
natural
2
20,
of
it's a
them.
critical hit, so
Yeah.
you roll.
Roll all your dice twice.
Yes.
What?
So how much damage? How much damage does it?
Tray, dump it on the
Yeah.
table.
No. How much damage does? How much damage does Magic Stone do? The card.
I don't fucking know.
I think it's a D6. I don't remember though.
I thought it was a d6 as well.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's a D6.
26 plus your spell. So you roll 2d6 and
Yep.
then add 4.
Yep, 2d6 because you crit. Normally it's 1, but now it's 2.
So, yeah.
Ooh.
I like the whole tray idea. Like,
Nope.
Yeah.
You'll get there.
You'll get there.
As a druid, yes. Call lightning and
Wait,
shit.
what am I supposed to add?
So you add
4.
4 to that, so 10 plus 4, 14.
14.
Nice. You can move still, but that was your action and bonus action. Would you like to move?
No.
Okay. After that is Cray.
Okay, am I engaged with this thing?
Where are you? No.
Okay, fucking firebolt.
Okay.
It's a 15 to hit
15 does hit.
for 3 points of fire damage.
3 points. What you see as you firebolt this Yeti is it gets hit, and there's a loud yelp, and you can see like the eyes avert, and clearly it did not like that at all.
Okay. I am going to. Shit. What happened? I already did that. Still holding on to this fucking rope, right?
You don't have to be. You can let it go.
Not fuck it. Stay in there.
Okay. After Craze, Atosh.
Am I?
You
I'll
are
fucking do it
engaged.
again.
I am engaged. I'm engaged. Awkward.
Wait. Fuck. Never mind. I should have done something. Never mind.
What, is it like a bonus action?
Yeah.
What is it?
I was gonna try and shove it away.
Can you do that to a large creature?
I believe it specifies large or smaller. Hang on. Let me find it. Where does it? Can I see Tasha's, please? Because I know it'll detail it in there. Okay. Thank
Is it a strength save?
you. Yeah.
What would be the DC?
15.
So it will pass, but go ahead and look up the rule.
I mean, so nothing happens.
Water.
Yeah,
I'm
go
I'm gonna take
look
the
up
dodge action.
Fair enough. And then
I
you
don't
familiar?
remember seeing that on those Arca bottles before.
Help action.
Okay.
For a while.
Anything else?
Nope.
I don't drink a lot of bottled water.
It
so
does
that
not
might be
specify a
why.
size.
That's wild.
What? Try, as a bonus action, you can try to telekinetically shove one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. When you do so, it must succeed a strength saving throw or be moved 5 feet towards you away from you. Creature can willingly fail the save.
So it can be gargantuan.
It can be
I can
anything.
fucking shove a Tarrasque apparently.
That's what
I
it
don't
says
know.
in the book. I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
you can push it to rest, but yeah.
I mean,
It's your turn from Dan.
just in theory, I guess. I don't
yeah.
know.
All right. Help action.
You do have a help
You
action.
do have help action on
I
the
will
game.
remember my hex this time.
Okay.
Hey, what did you do?
I dodged.
Oh, okay.
He's not having any of it.
I'm gonna hop on in there and take a swing.
Did we go
That's
back
a
to that?
crit.
Let's give you,
Oh, of course
it
it
is.
is.
Make sure.
Firebolt to
Roll those dice.
I'm out
Are
of
you
smite
smiting?
slots.
Oh, okay.
Dodge.
Looked like it was good.
That's better. 10.
Is that Great Weapon Master
20.
or whatever? Is that the
Great
fighting,
weapon fighting, yeah.
weapon fighting?
27.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is 32 damage.
That'll do it.
Fuck.
What the
I'm
fuck?
so astounded by paladins.
You know,
That's
again,
an
I
expert.
was gonna nerf these things and not let them use their chilling gaze because I was like, hey, I could just kill a wizard outright. But then I was like, he got fucking destroyed. I'm using chilling gaze.
Yeah.
Well, that is 2
Absolutely
5s,
valid.
2 4s, a 6, and a 3 on the dice.
So,
Very
you
average.
killed
That is a
both
very solid
Yetis.
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's fucking get it.
Yetis didn't stand a
Look,
chance.
my Yeti.
Torch up off the ground. Torch is up.
Yeah.
Sorry, I sneezed there. I didn't mean to.
You guys could have absolutely snuck past it, but
But we
That's just
tried.
not the way
I
things go.
tried.
We actually
and then-
tried.
it was
I
super
will say
close.
that.
It was super, super,
We
super,
tried.
super.
Point
close.
3?
Like I think
There-
1 or 2 more
Yeah.
anywhere, and you succeed.
I mean, there's no one person who let us down.
Is there?
Are we sure about that?
I wonder.
We are all equally at fault.
Win as a team, lose as a team. I like that.
So I will try to rifle through the Yeti's belongings if it has any.
behind their fur.
I don't know if
There's,
it has any.
they are unsophisticated Yetis. These are not the Yetis that you can find in like Stormzy's King of Thunder. However, you can, if you want to, edge your way over this way and see if the kobolds had anything.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you do so, and you I don't know if you guys all come with and check it out, but
I mean, he's holding onto the rope.
He's holding onto the
I'm
rope.
onto it. We're
I have
going
a
with
torch.
him.
I think we should
I have
stay
a
together.
torch.
Where we fucking going?
the leftover corpse of this kobold does have a spear, does have a sling. It has a javelin rather. One has a javelin, one has a sling. There's also, let's see what else the kobolds have. I don't know.
But they're all kobold sized, right?
They're all bones of kobold.
Would you say that kobold got boned?
There's a dagger, there's a javelin, there's a sling. That's it.
If you tell me that you have a dagger, I would take the dagger if you could give it to me.
Yeah. I'll
If you
collect
tell
all,
me.
I'll collect all the stuff and just walk back and you know this is what they had. Does anybody want any of this?
Okay. And I'll pick up my other one that I threw at the other guy.
Yeah, it's just take it out of his chest.
If not, I'll just hold on to the rest of it for scrap.
Where are you putting it all?
Strapping it on wherever it fits, like behind my backpack, whatever. Like the sling will go in my
You look
backpack,
like
but
what?
I'm like Sam.
Eagle?
So you've got a
Like
bag, a javelin,
This
a
man is
tent,
packing.
Yeah.
He's
a
packing.
bedroll.
Damn, he's packing.
I'm like
This dude
Samwise
is
Gamgee
playing-
in Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings,
jumping
walking to Mordor.
Yeah.
While Frodo's sitting there with, this ring is so heavy, and Sam's there with the backpack and the pots and pans strapped to it.
Oh, it is? That little ring is real heavy, huh?
Yeah.
It is?
Oh my god.
Dick.
Yeah.
This dude's out here playing Skyrim.
No, he's fucking Fallout New Vegas or some shit.
A Nordic axe is coming down. You hit the pause and you 80 wheels of cheese.
My God.
Okay, so with that is the Yeti encounter.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Good job.
Yay.
Yay!
We didn't die.
Job. And you continue onward, revealing if you so
A Yeti camp.
Yeah,
For initiative.
absolutely. So as you get closer this way, you do hear that there's Yeti is a language. None of you speak it, but it is a language. You do hear Yeti talk in this direction.
Pump the brakes.
Do you speak Yeti?
I took it. No.
He's a wizard.
You
I can speak.
Do I hear this talking?
you do.
Wait, do you have comprehend languages too?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Let's talk in Yeti together!
It's comprehend
I
language.
know, not
Not-
speak,
I can't speak
not
it, but like.
tongues. I am going to cast comprehend languages, not ritually.
So you understand what they're saying, and go ahead and roll a perception check to how much of the conversation you do hear. Because they are, unless you're trying to get close to them, they are a distance away, and they're not a quiet people.
Okay. 14.
14. So you do hear them, and you do make out the entirety of the conversation. Boiled down in like not so elegant words, the kobolds delivered a snack again, and then the other one says something along the lines of, "Yeah, that was nice of them." And he says, "Do you think the kobolds came from this or that?" And you can comprehend that to be which direction,
Yeah.
but you can't see them gesturing anyway. And he says, "I don't know. We can go that and see." Long story short, they seem to be talking about the lunch that they also just had. Seems to have been more than the 3 kobold that you see here on the ground, and I would say you pick up 3 different voices of the Yeti.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard to pick out the voices of the low guttural Yeti, but I'll say you do. And they are off in this direction, and they're not talking quietly. To the rest of you that can't comprehend Yeti, it sounds like monstrous apes is the best way I can describe it. There's a lot of low guttural, like somewhere between a lion and an ape sound. And it does not sound like an elegant language, and it does not sound really like a language at all. It sounds more like primal and animalistic. But
It's
that's
not like infernal or anything like that.
it is not. It's literally Yeti.
Is there any
Yeti.
mention of them coming?
Oh, I thought it was something different. I thought there was 2 different
No, there's multiple different.
Yetis.
There's multiple different Yetis.
Got it.
There's 3 that he can pick out, different Yetis, all talking in that direction or from that direction.
Can I tell if their voices are getting closer to us or further away at all?
They don't seem to be doing either. They seem
Okay.
to just be discussing their lunch,
Then I would
and
say
like
we
maybe
should-
maybe making their heading soon.
We should venture off in the opposite direction, continuing down the right path.
I agree.
Great.
Okay.
Okay.
2 was more than enough.
Expeditiously.
So you continue onward this direction. At this point,
1 hour.
you're mostly lost, but you have a semblance of you're going northward. You have not gotten turned around in here, but it's not necessarily north. Might be west at this point, might be east at this point, but no farther than that.
East.
Yeah, exactly. And you continue onward for a little while before the voices of these Yeti do become too distant to hear. The end of it is essentially that one was making jokes about the bones being used as toothpick, and the other was saying that they're going to find more and they're going to be delicious. And a third, oddly having a conscience and a moral, asking why these kobolds keep coming just to die and feed us, and getting a little bit too philosophical before you're like, should I turn around and listen to that? And then you just continue onward because it's a trio of Yeti that you don't want to mess with. The last thing you hear before the relevance of that spell with the Yeti fails is you do hear all of you hear another loud roar in the same fashion that the first had alerted you of their presence in general. What you hear in Yeti is, "They killed Carl!"
His name was Carl. He had a family.
His name is. Fuck his family. He's getting the fuck out of here.
Let's go faster away.
Oh yeah, I'll be like, walk faster, walk faster, walk
Fuck
faster.
that.
Jig is out, boys.
That'd be so awesome.
As you begin to walk faster, you're leading, so I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Come on, monk boy.
24.
24. You step on a place, and before it can snag your foot and take you, you manage to move your foot, and you do slip when you do, but you don't get taken by the trap. You just fall over, and you all see when he does that, it looks like he just fell for a second, and then you hear shing, and there's a rope that's dangling about 20 feet off the ground, and a sack came down that is just looks like a bag full of rocks or sand or something in a burlap sack that is hanging off of this rope,
Something heavy
off
down.
of a python that is stuck to the wall, and you see a little landing above that the python is stuck to, and it looks like something could be walking up here to place that python into the. You do
These
see.
seem a lot smarter than I've read about.
You do see a. You don't know what's there. you do see a rope that is about 3 feet off the ground in a number of different pythons that is stood up at the top of that ridge.
That was close.
I'll just
And
stand
the rope
up
is just swinging.
and use my spear to slice the bag open.
Okay.
It was nothing, whatever.
A bunch of ice falls out.
So they can't reset it without
Sure.
reusing the bag.
A bunch of ice just.
and
crack.
just keep walking.
You still have comprehend languages up.
I do. For an hour.
Who speaks? Who speaks Kobold?
I do.
Draconic. Draconic.
I speak Draconic.
It is Draconic.
So do I.
I speak that now too.
What the fuck
I
is?
don't
So-
speak, but I comprehend it now.
Yeah, the three of you. Anybody else understand Draconic? The three of you, actually, probably not you yet, because your wisdom is low. You have like
Still speak Draconic.
yeah, I know, but yes, but you don't hear it yet because your passive perception is
Oh,
like
yeah,
nine,
no, okay.
9, right?
Yeah.
So you just don't hear it yet. You will shortly, but you begin to hear voices in Draconic in this cave, talking about the war with the big ape, and talking about need bigger traps, and talking about we lost Jimmy because I can't think of any Kobold's names. We're just gonna say in Draconic it's not Jimmy, but it translates like it's
You know how
when
names be.
when Americans are racist and an Asian comes over and they're like, we can't say that. It's that's your John now. That's basically what happens in D&D world because
Yes.
I can't come up with Draconic names off the dome.
That's
So
fair.
it's a civil war, not a civil war. It's just a war.
And yeah,
It-
as you
it's
guys
not
are continuing onward, you hear this from above and to the right. So where you guys can see the trap was set up on that post, and then there's a python. It's not a. I shouldn't say it's a python. It's like a filed piece of metal, like iron, that was found in this cave somewhere that is jutted into like a python into the ice, and then above into the ice as well. And you guys continue onward for some time before you guys continue onward, you hear these voices for some time. In general, they're talking about their next plans to foil the beasts, and they talk about the something burning their eyes and not being able to see, and they didn't like that, and they talk about that for a while about how they don't go that way anymore. We don't go there. It burns too much, and that's basically what the conversation you can hear is. Is there anything you'd like to do, or you just keeping on?
I'll kind of quietly be like, hey, they're talking about some like place where their eyes burn. The sun?
I
Natural
hope.
light? I hope. Alright, yeah. So let's keep trucking.
Don't the lizard people hate the sun?
Don't the lizard people hate the sun? I don't know.
What I know, these are kobolds.
You know
I
it's
don't know,
draconic.
my best
Actually,
friend
you
from the
don't.
monastery
You have no idea what language you're hearing. You
I
just
just
hear
find
it
it
in whatever
common
language
in
you
my head.
prefer.
Yeah.
Frankly, whatever your native languages, whatever you
Yeah.
learned growing up, that's what
Vidalcan.
you hear them. Yeah, you hear them in Vidalcan then, because in your head you're hearing in your mind magically what they're saying.
Mhm.
You're not actually perceiving what they're saying. It's a magical filter.
So we would have no idea.
But you speak Draconic, and who's it? You also speak.
Yeah.
The two of you know it's Draconic.
I know it's Draconic, and I know that I would know that kobolds speak Draconic, and I know that we saw a kobold.
I think I heard about it.
If I can put one and one
I
and
will-
one together
I
and
will-
get 3, I don't know.
I will say yes. You will know that it's a lizard person. I don't think you would know it. I don't think he would have told you about kobold. That's a
pretty lame story.
yeah, exactly. So I don't
Fair
think
enough.
that ever the name of that, not sure. That thing, speaks Draconic. And they're like mini dragons. But
Okay.
they're not real dragons. That's a
Yeah.
tiny dragon. That's not a
They're
dragon.
bullshit dragons.
Yeah, they're fake dragons.
Fake dragons.
Fake news, fake dragons.
And bullshit dragons aren't afraid of the sun, as far as I know.
So you guys just continue on?
Yeah.
Unless there's any objections.
Okay. So for some time you continue on. You're still leading the charge, so I need another dexterity saving throw because kobolds love their traps.
12.
That's why I love kobolds.
12. 12 is not enough. What? Yes.
Fuck.
So as you
Is that a sub report?
as you guys are continuing down this cave, you trip a tripwire that is laying really low to the ground, like ankle height. And as you do, a sack full of just hard rocks and stones comes swinging down, clocks you in the face, or actually it'd be lower. You're tall. It clocks you in the groin.
You got Home Alone.
Because you're tall. They don't know where things are. They think this thing is gonna hit the guy in the face. Hit you in the head.
This hit.
Just not.
It hit him in the family jewels.
Ha! You take
Gotta protect the nuggets.
you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as this trap swings and goes.
One for lefty, one for righty.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Ow.
It's 1 point of bludgeoning and 1 point of psychic.
And
Yeah.
you hear.
To be consistent.
And Batuk once again falls, but this time it wasn't a slip.
Alright.
I need a minute.
Oh no.
You okay? Just
Kobolds
take
are
deep
fucking
breaths.
dumb.
Yeah.
Deep breaths. Breathe through it.
Alright.
All right, got it.
Yeah.
I helped
I'll
you.
use my spear to push myself
I
back to
got
the
you,
ground.
buddy.
So, you guys do continue onward past Kobold Camp.
So now after the second one,
There's-
I'm actively scanning for more traps.
There's one more trap, so go ahead and make an investigation check. This one's the most fun, and I hope you don't see it. I would say that-
13.
13. You do see it.
Fuck.
Damn it. But can you avoid the kobold trap? So this one is another tripwire. They're not creative. There is a long, thin rope that is tied from one side to the other, and you follow the rope this way, and you see that's where the bag is. So you follow the rope the other way, and you see another bag that would swing down this way. And what you see is essentially you look at where that's pointed, and this is a bigger bag. You're like, holy shit, how did they get that up there?
Yeah.
It's, you would guess, probably about 30, 40 pounds worth of bag. From what hit you before to that bag, right? And you look at it, and then you look at the trajectory, and you look, and you see that essentially to your right, there is a chute that would go somewhere.
Oh man, why didn't you run into that? That would have been a hell of a
You can
ride.
still slip on it.
Yeah.
But there it is.
Wow.
There's a chute that goes down into
Who knows what?
a thing.
I'll just go, watch out for that, and most importantly that, and I point at the tripwire on the ground, and then I'll step over said tripwire.
Okay.
I think I could disarm it.
I mean, you can literally just cut the rope and it would
Oh, okay.
it would trip and then the bag would swing. Yeah, you could disarm it. You can disarm it another way if you want to.
No,
Aw.
it's okay.
Okay.
I want to leave it up.
We'll see
So
if
it's
hit.
this one's
Yeah, these
about
come through.
mid shin to like lower knee height to this. So you can go over or under. I don't need a check for this, even though I would love to have you guys fall down into this chute. They had a whole ice slide for you, and you failed to go down it. Down below, you hear like a low, like a bubbling, gurgling, bubbling type noise. But you continue onward, and you've successfully gone past the kobolds and their traps. Mostly because you passed the first one.
Yeah.
I love kobolds.
Batuk and the boys took one for the team.
They did.
Yes.
Took in the boys.
When you were first describing this one, I thought it was going to be like the Ewoks in Star Wars with the two logs coming down. It was going to be bags.
No, man.
Crushing
This one's absolutely. You get hit by this big, hefty sack,
In the
and
sack.
then you're gonna take a ride to
Yes.
in a place. But yeah, you guys go for maybe 5-10 minutes before what you see is not the exit of the cave, but rather there is a opening in the top of the cave that is like you can see the ice melted in this pattern around it, and there's drips of ice or drips of water that are coming down in this circle, and the sun is shining through in a 40-50 foot radius into this cave for the first time since you guys entered this place and left Tish and her compatriots. You see sunlight again, and it is blinding, but your eyes know and can adjust to it.
It's like when you come out of a movie theater.
Yeah,
I go
exactly.
stand in it, because it's probably warmer.
It is only slightly warmer, and as you glance up, you see there's a rather large jut out of a like a silver or white crystal that's formed very out over this thing. Which you don't know. I mean, you don't know how big it is, but it's massive. That is out over this mountaintop, it seems. It's not blocking any of the sun, and what's happening is that it's refracting through this crystal and essentially magnifying glassing this tiny little area. You continue onward, and only a short while after do you actually get to the exit of this cave. You are essentially now through the crystalline pass and are in the vast open expanse that is the frozen lands to the north. That's where we're going to take a break. We're going to chill for a bit.
Sounds good.
So we'll be back at, I don't know, at 9:30.
Nice.
Sure. Yeah.
Nice. I'm really sad that you didn't take the kobold slide.
I was ready for it.
Yeah.
That would have been hilarious. Alright, well, everyone, Batuk, everybody down the slide now.
I just
Yeah.
I pick up the
Everybody
penguin
down the slide.
and I drop
Yeah.
it down the slide instead.
we're back. Let me
Hey!
click the button. We are officially back on camera as well. Woo! So,
Yeah.
welcome
Hey!
back. Fun break. So, you guys, by the time you exit this cave, the sun is setting very soon. It took you a half a day to get to the Crystalline Pass, and then several hours to get through the Crystalline Pass. Sun's almost down, but you can continue. So as you exit this this cavern, you notice that first of all, you see to your left and right there are essentially a spider web of a number of different tunnels that you can come out of.
What the fuck are you?
I don't,
doing?
I don't know what happened.
I don't either. I'm just.
I don't know what happened.
Nothing.
Okay.
Moving on.
I don't
Ice
know.
cave, leaving the ice cave.
I don't.
Nope. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till he's good. You good?
He's not gonna be
I don't
good
know what
for a
happened.
minute.
I don't know what happened.
I don't either.
It started with the shit post.
I did.
It literally did.
Did somebody post shit in the? Is that what
Literal
happened?
shit post.
Yeah.
It's not a literal shit post.
All right. I'm assuming it's in the Facebook group.
Oh no, it's all good.
I'm alright. It started.
It made me laugh really hard.
All right. So anyway, what, you guys exit the ice cave as you recompose yourself to the light. And
Damn it, stop. Stop laughing.
as you get used to the light and compose yourself outside, the brisk air hits, and it is fucking freezing.
Yay.
The wind is still blowing and buffeting, or is buffeting badly as soon as you get through. And very, very clearly, and as soon as you exit the cave, you realize why people don't come to this side. This sucks.
So
It is.
on a scale of 1 to Will Smith, how badly does it hit?
Oh dang.
We'll move on. I'm so sick of seeing this stuff. Fucking
I'm sorry.
Jesus. Nah, it's just too many memes. I've seen too many memes of that exact same thing, and none of them were good.
Yeah.
So, as soon as you cross that threshold, you notice that like it is below freezing and windy. It is not going to be a nice night of sleep, for sure. But you continue onwards for a short amount of time before eventually the sun is about to set. You do know that, like I was saying, you do know that there's a cavernous, like several different exits that have melted and opened in different areas. There are some that don't look like they were made by natural means, but you're not sure whether or not that is. And some that are much bigger than others, some that are much smaller than others. And you know, in general, that it's a northwestern direction, and this is, while it's sloped, mostly still uphill, it is almost entirely flat. You can see as far as you can before the sun sets. To your northwest, you see a large mountain peak. Just one spire-type mountain in the far distance. Can't make any features out of this, but it's there.
Really?
You petted him. You started it.
If you have subscribed to a lifetime subscription of pets.
So you guys,
I'm fine with it.
go ahead.
So we generally know it's somewhere to the northeast.
Yeah, northeast. Yeah. And
So-
to the northwest, you see this massive spire, like single pillar-like mountain.
So we see like various little cavern type areas.
Back the way you came.
Because I think that we would want to like try to set up camp in somewhere that isn't just the middle of the fucking frigid
Sure.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can. So essentially, it's different openings to potentially the same cave that you just came
Yeah.
out of. If you want, you can spend some time to find one that may have frozen shut, and spend your time that way. Or you can just find one that is outside of the wind, and you could stay in that.
Outside the wind.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, do you want to camp at the edge where you just came out of?
Well, how much of the day is left? When we
2-3 hours, maybe pushing it. Probably less. I would say 2 hours tops before the sun
At this
sets.
point, just set up camp here, have some have people take turns.
I think that sounds fast.
I don't know that.
Chances
It
of lighting
is
a fire
fucking
here?
cold out there.
Chances of lighting a fire here next.
Depends on what you're burning.
I don't think we brought anything to burn.
There's nothing up here that you can burn for sure.
Unless we go find some kobolds.
True. You could go back and figure out what they're burning.
Do you have any spider legs left?
Use fireball.
That won't start a fire. Like you have to.
I mean, it could start something, but then it just.
Yeah. It
Fire
needs,
bolt
you need something to.
of fire.
Yeah,
It's
you
a,
need
like
you need something to ignite. Like the issue is not starting the fire. It's what
Keeping the
what
fire
the what the
going.
fuel is
Maintaining
for
a fire.
for said fire.
Yeah.
So, you set up a camp of tents. Or are you just like kind of setting stuff onto the? Because it's by the way, inside the cave, ice. Outside the cave, snow and ice. So, are you just laying things on top of it to try to give as much of a pad between you and the ice, and then hunkering down, or like describe to me?
I'm gonna set up my tent, my hodgepodge bear spider tent.
Okay,
Um,
you sure can.
and put my bedroll out
Okay.
in it and lay down.
Yeah. I'm gonna set up my tent as well and bedroll. I don't know. What else could I layer underneath my bedroll to add extra? I have a net.
That's not gonna.
That's not gonna help.
help. But I feel like you'd still lay on it, thinking that it would, because your intelligence is like 6 or whatever. But
Yeah.
Hey, that's more wisdom, and my wisdom is 8.
oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I just use my coat as my blanket.
I don't really have shit other than like my backpack, bedroll, and shit.
So, 2 things happen.
And also keeping on all of our extra cold weather gear that night.
Yeah, I would assume so.
We're getting real fucking comfy with it.
2 things happen. Number 1, if you've got 2 hit points to recover, you recover both. I'm not gonna explain why.
If we have.
If you've used hit dice, I'm sorry, not hit points, hit dice, and you need 2. So you guys are level 2. If you've used both of your hit dice,
Sure did.
they get back. I'm not gonna explain why, but you get 2.
I'm feeling refreshed.
So you're good.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
The second thing I need, even though you recovered 2 hit dice during this long rest, is I need a Constitution saving throw from Lottie Dottie everybody, because it's fucking cold.
that it is.
Do I get advantage for being in a tent?
No.
Oh, so.
It
Oh
A
shit!
D20 and you add 3 to it.
That's
That's
bad.
Constitution.
That's real bad.
I did okay.
I was like, what?
14.
That's real bad.
14.
Yeah.
Okay.
21.
Point of exhaustion.
Holy
Me?
shit. 17.
Point of exhaustion.
Point of exhaustion.
Wait, did you say point of exhaustion?
No.
Me? Okay.
What's your 20? Okay, so just the 2 of you have 1 point of exhaustion.
So otherwise, do we get a long rest in?
Yeah, everybody gets a long rest. Just if you failed that Constitution save.
Stop
It's
it.
fucking
Finally,
cold
stop.
out here. If you fail the Constitution save,
Let's get it.
you take that point of exhaustion.
Probably should have thought of bringing some lumber.
Hey. New day, new portents.
Yeah, baby, let's get it.
Here comes 220.
Wow.
What? Did you just call it?
Wow.
You did
Absolutely.
not call that. You called it.
Absolutely.
You did not.
No.
called that.
No.
Fuck that.
Did you really just...
I just
New day, new portents, 220s,
I
wow!
rolled I rolled the white one and the purple one.
That's very funny.
Oh my god.
We have 2 natural 20s. I don't care what I'm using them on. They're
I assume at least one of them is going to be going to Farmer Dan.
Wow.
Wow. Fuck! So...
So, I'm just glad I don't have to pull him out of the fire with the fucking Chrono Surge this time.
So the 2 of the 2 natural 20s. The bunch of you gather up your things once more, pack it in, and get ready for the not any warmer than it was. In fact, so if you don't know this, it's weird that you don't, but also I'm going to tell you anyway. When the sun sets, it gets way colder in the
What?
Arctic.
No.
So you guys were sleeping in essentially
Bullshit.
negative 10 Celsius
Bullshit.
that night.
I call bullshit.
Yeah? Wait, are you the cold tiefling?
No.
What's your damage resistance?
Fire.
Okay, well yeah, that doesn't help you here.
No, it does not.
Probably makes it worse.
It doesn't make it worse, but it certainly does not help.
Well, like flavor-wise.
Yeah.
I run hot. Now I'm super cold.
Yeah. So, you begin your day's travel to the northeast. The sun comes up, and it's refreshing, but not warmth. It is so cold out here. It's a little less windy today, which is nice when you begin your travel. But what you notice is, as you're going, it is going to be difficult terrain because of the depth of the snow. It is so deep and so powdery because nothing has crossed this. You're looking around, and it's
Just
an empty Arctic
white.
sea of white. Again, the only things that you can make out now that the sun is coming back up. Actually, I guess you might have been able to pick it out as you were going to bed. But to the northeast is the giant Spire Mountain. To the northwest, and to the northeast, you begin to see the best you can describe it is like what looks like a wall of rock. To the northwest, and then everything else just goes as far as the eye can see. And the wall of rock is like a pixel compared to this mountain. But you continue towards that wall of rock and travel throughout the day, slipping and sliding, or not slipping and sliding, but more or less like finding different areas of the snow that like suck you in almost. And it's not this. This is not fun. This whole excursion is not a good time.
Yeah, it's colder than my ex-girlfriend's soul out here.
There's no smells. There's nothing to look at. You just have each other's company as you walk. Is there anything you guys would like to say or do as you're trudging?
It sure is pretty out here.
I'm just like, I want to get this done.
You would know. Let me look at my map.
He doesn't eat the purples. You're weird.
No, there's just a lot of purples at the bottom.
Yeah.
No, I absolutely left all the purple.
Oh, well, you're wrong.
I mean,
I despise artificial grape.
What am I? I'm looking up.
it's
Artificial grape despises you.
Valid.
I'm just looking up this.
At least
no,
American.
this.
The Japanese grape flavor is pretty good. Because it's based on a different grape.
Right.
Oh, it's in here. What am I doing?
I'm sure
I
it's
hate
good.
I'm also not a great person.
So, you know, traveling all through the day, nonstop, as much as you can, only stopping for food and like to rest. It is a 2-day trip. You're gonna be out here freezing your ass off for 2 whole days as you
Yay.
trudge through the snow, ice.
Buddy.
The time is all you. There's genuinely, I wish I could describe stuff other than how cold it is, and there's white.
Am I cold?
So if we
Yeah.
decide not
It's
to
too
stop,
cold. It's
If we decide to just keep going and not sleep and travel at night, can we get there in one day?
yeah, you could. There's potential that you accrue 2 points of exhaustion in doing so.
I mean, there's also potential we accrue 2 points of exhaustion not doing so.
Here's a question for you.
Mhm.
The climate in where am I from? Soywood.
Yes.
Does it snow there?
Not often.
I'm wondering how amazed I am.
It's not the first time you've ever seen snow.
Mhm.
It's definitely probably the first time I would say that you've like your whole foot is gone and like down to like the shin. So it's more than you've ever seen by far. But it's not. I would say like
Still
you're
pretty
from
magical.
you're from southern Midwest where it's
Yeah.
like you've seen snow before and you know what it is, but it's usually it snows for like 2-3 inches tops.
It's not Floridian seeing snow for the first time.
Yeah,
No.
I didn't think it was that
No,
extreme.
it's not to that
I just
level.
wanted to adjust my
I mean, you live next to a very densely forested area, so it's not. If it was that cold, often it would not get much. The trees wouldn't stay.
I was wondering how south, you know?
You're genuinely you're kind of just in the Midwest
But
because
southern
if you really
Midwest
look at the map, you have the frozen north up where you guys are now, and then to your east and west it goes farther south than you do, and those areas are like much more hot and I wouldn't even
Tropical and tropical.
I wouldn't even say tropical. They're just like one's desertous and the other's heavy mountainous. But they're both much warmer than where you're from. But yeah, it's gonna. I looked and confirmed it's gonna take you 2 days of travel unless you travel through the night, in which it'll take you 1. You're basically guaranteed 1 point of exhaustion for going through the night, and you still get the roll for the other. But I think every check is made at disadvantage when you have one, right?
So these 2 ones are gonna
right
go
now
to
it's
waste.
skill checks, not saving throws.
Skill checks, not saving throws. Okay.
So we are absolutely getting 2 levels of exhaustion,
Yep.
and we would possibly get a 3rd.
If you both were to continue through the night, you would absolutely accrue a 2nd point of exhaustion and maybe get a 3rd. The way I'm doing this is that if you succeed on the next night, the point of exhaustion will go away, but you need to succeed on the next night in order for that first one to fall off. And every night you're going to be making an exhaustion. I was thinking about having it during the day as well, but I don't think that's because when you start moving and your body's trying to heat itself up so much, you actually start to sweat. And the smart thing to do is actually to take off some of your clothing so that you don't, like genuinely, if you ever need to survive in the fucking Arctic, when you start to sweat, if the sweat freezes, you're gonna die. Hypothermia just sets in. So what you're supposed to do is if you begin to sweat, you have to take off wherever you're sweating so that you don't sweat into that clothing. But I'm not gonna get into that level of fidelity.
Yeah, right now we have disadvantage on ability checks. Level 2 is speed half. So then our travel speed gets much
So
slower.
you would not make it in one day.
Let's just take our time,
Yeah.
and when we down for the night, I can give both of you who already have 1. I can give you my 20s.
Because you have to re-roll them anyways, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mason, use
Perfect.
What a day for the 20s.
Yeah.
I know. That was 1 in 400, by the way.
I'm not saying there's nothing else that's gonna happen. I'm saying you guys are traveling, and if there's anything you'd like to do along the
Oh,
way.
let's travel then.
We're just going.
I mean, there's not much to do. We're just
True.
chilling.
I don't know if anybody wants to discuss anything or do anything. But again, I genuinely, it sucks that this is the first place you guys are going because it's just overworld travel in, well, it's white. Like, you're looking at it. I don't know.
Is
So,
there anything anybody wants to talk about?
there doesn't have to be. You're traveling for 48 hours.
I think we would be too cold.
Yeah.
That's honestly very fair. So,
Not a
during
community.
the day, you do see these rather large wolves with 3 beasts or 3 things riding said wolves.
Great.
They're coming from the
Like
north.
3 things on one wolf?
No.
Or 3 wolves?
3
with
wolves,
1 guy
3
on each?
things.
Okay.
Or no, I'm sorry. It's 2. Let me make sure I'm saying it right. I think it's 2 wolves. It's 2 wolves, 3 people.
Okay.
2 of them are on it. 1 of them is walking alongside. And I use the word people. It's humanoid. You can't tell what they are from this distance, but you can tell that it's either a wolf or a large cat, like a panther, saber-tooth, whatever. But it's a large 4-legged, furry animal with something riding on top, humanoid. And they seem to have clocked you as you do them, and they seem to be heading in your direction.
Do seem to be
They are
heading-
coming from the northwest, so you can try to continue to get away from them. But
Are we going to run into them before nightfall?
at the rate that yeah, they're coming down towards you, and you're going up this way. So if you
Okay.
were just to continue,
I just
as
didn't know
normal.
how far into the travel we were.
This
'cause
is
I don't
so
want
the sun is
half-
it's
most-
it's
more
past
than half.
noon, but not.
Okay, more than
Are
half
they
can't
like
see at
making
night.
a beeline towards us, or are they just?
They're
heading
coming
on?
straight towards you. Yes.
Are they like
And speed?
Did they pick up the pace?
Not
or
yet.
Are they just kind of.
No, they don't seem to have. They're coming your way.
Should we just
Um,
wave?
I will. I'll ready a firebolt in case. They
Okay.
wanna
In
start
case.
trouble.
Okay. So what is the trigger for the
It's
fireball?
just fucking flat. Oh my god.
What?
I hate this place. Out loud.
Uh.
I
hmm.
wave.
guys picked
Big
it.
wave.
I can't see if they have like weapons on them. Can they? Can I?
You can make a perception check if you're looking for
Hide
weapons.
in this landscape.
I know. I was like, I'll
I'm
dig
sorry.
a hole.
I'm sorry.
That is a
Hide in the hole.
I mean, from a distance,
That's,
you look
Boulder.
forward, you go flat.
50
Well,
times
Yeah.
over.
And freeze
You can't tell if it's
quicker.
like something to control the animal
It's a lot of
or what it
moisture.
is, but there's definitely some sort
Build a
of
team
rod
trap.
that they have
Always
in their
know.
hands.
Okay.
As they begin to get closer, as they're 500 feet, 400 feet, because they're coming towards you, and the one is walking, and the two on wolves seem to be like whenever you glance over at them, because honestly there's not that much else to look at. You notice every once in a while the one will like lean down to the one that's walking, and they seem to be discussing something, but they're too far out of earshot to make out anything that's being said.
Felix was waving at him.
They don't wave back. They just are heading your direction.
Okay.
So that's rude.
Um,
Okay, I'm definitely ready for fireball.
yeah,
I wave at him, but with a sword in hand.
That has a very different meaning.
it does.
It means, hi, I'm dangerous.
It does. They don't seem to break stride as they're going towards you, and eventually you're going, like I said, you're going to tee off into them because they seem to be heading straight at your direction.
Well, let's juke 'em.
I mean, you
No.
can if you'd like to.
They'll get closer. We can see what.
We
feel
confront. No, we figure
as-
out what's going on here.
As
Don't
they
run
get
for this
within,
shit.
I'll say 300 feet, football field away, you guys can see very large wolves, huge wolves that they're riding, and it's 3 gnolls, but they're. You would notice that the skin on these gnolls seems to have rotted off, or just is detaching in places, and they look unwell. Maybe they're mangy, but there's 3 gnolls heading your direction. 2 of them on wolf.
How the wolves look? Do they look in similar disrepair?
They do not.
Okay.
They look.
Dire, maybe?
They're not. I mean, they're
Free
they're
wolf
bigger than
blankets.
dire wolves.
Oh.
They are.
That's what I'm
They
looking
are.
at seeing
So
right now.
to be fair,
You said
both of
huge.
them are. Both of them is. I think both of them are large. A dire wolf and this wolf.
Okay.
Yeah, the dire wolf and this wolf is large, but like so is a horse and I don't know, like some like a troll are
Yeah.
both large, and I think a troll is much larger than a
Yeah.
horse, right? So there's
Gotcha.
these are larger than dire wolves, but not huge.
Gotcha.
What color is their fur?
The wolf, it's a white. They're actually kind of hard to see, so it's possible that they might be in the same state of disarray. Yeah, I mean, man, it's the fucking Arctic. There's not much to do here. I didn't pick it.
Let's go. I don't think they're that friendly.
No,
we should
They get within
ready.
200 feet.
I think at that point I would start walking forward towards them, like putting a little distance between myself and the rest of the group,
They get within 100 feet.
trying to like.
I
Should I
go.
firebolt one?
Yeah.
Okay.
At whatever the fuck is closest.
I'm gonna say, because you two started going this way. I'm just kind of arranging you guys in general.
That's good.
Because you guys are just basically
Yeah.
walking along.
Yeah, basically.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Right here. Okay. I don't have the wolves that I need, so I'm just using these beast panther guys. And
What about this?
I don't think either of them are. I think this is a displacer beast and that's something else. But nonetheless. So go ahead and which of them are you firebolting?
Who's closest to me?
Probably
Probably that guy that's walking, right?
maybe. Probably.
Or the first one to get within 120
put here.
feet is who I'm hitting.
The way, so actually I should do this because what was happening is they started to fan out very slightly as they were getting closer.
Okay.
So I say that guy's probably the closest. You can fire both at him or his wolf.
Let's hit the wolf.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage to hit.
It's 13.
13 hits the wolf.
Okay. 1 point of fire damage.
1 point.
Goddamn.
Was right in action. You're good. So
Wolf is now slightly less miserable.
yeah,
Yes.
it's a little bit warmer. So with that, I'm gonna need the initiative rolls of Buddy.
Everybody.
Those us with exhaustion at disadvantage because it's an ability
Yep.
check.
sure is. Do you want to give out 20s before people reveal their roles?
No.
All right, just making sure.
Thank you, though.
Everybody just embrace.
Please get rid of the 20s.
and we'll get through
Please
this fight.
use them.
You don't know that Noel's a portent wizard with 2 20s.
You don't know.
And he has 2 levels of fighter.
So Atosh,
Be a waste
Plus
of
D8, right? You got
10.
that? Plus D8?
did you cast it again?
Oh, I did not.
It's
say
8. Oh, no, I didn't. Fuck, that's
This
right.
is
It's
tomorrow.
dropped. Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
This is
Thank
the
you.
next day.
Sorry.
You could have cast it again while they were walking up on you if you
I
would
did.
like to have. Okay.
Well, I didn't say, so I didn't.
Okay.
10.
10. Lycian. Zadius.
6.
Dan.
15.
Yeah.
Batuk.
10.
Jesus.
Baddock.
Cray.
21.
Felix.
18.
All right,
You
so
can go first out of the 10s.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to?
No, you.
Okay.
I'm not ready.
okay, so
You got this.
first act is Cray.
I'm gonna look something up real quick. So, I just need to just look up a range. Hang on. Okay, I can't fucking eyeball how close or how far I am right now. Am I at like are these like 120 feet away right now?
They're about 100, I think.
100. Okay. Shit, I can't get that. I can't get close enough to do.
They're about 100 feet.
Okay, I can't get close enough to do that. Going through all this shit. So I'll go ahead. I am not gonna move any closer. Actually, no. I'll go ahead and move up 20 feet. Well, it's rough terrain, right?
It is.
So I'd have to move. I can only move 15 feet, right?
Correct.
So I will do that. And then I will just. Do I hit him? Yeah, I'll hit him with. I'll hit that same guy with some magic missiles.
And that was this wolf.
Yeah, the wolf.
Okay.
Where's my other D4? Ooh. 13 points of force damage.
13 points of force damage. Okay.
Burn spell slot.
Anything else?
Uh.
Bonus action?
No, I don't want to shove anything, so that is my turn.
Okay. After that is this pair.
Great.
They're gonna dash to there, because it is also difficult terrain for them. The wolf dashes. You see as the knoll atop of it is ready with a spear.
Yikes.
Felix.
Spear boy.
I'm so far away.
Milo.
I will move 30 feet.
So
towards
50?
The guy running at me.
They happen.
You want to dash?
Oh,
I've
right.
used
It's
magic
It's
difficult.
all
missiles
difficult.
Twice they've done 2 on the max.
No ranger this time. Get to actually slow you guys down.
Oh, just be careful about killing my character.
What's
Okay.
in front of
What's in front of you? That's his familiar.
you? What is it?
It's
It's the fractal.
it's the science
It's the
mathematic
science,
worm.
Science bitch thing.
It's a blue crystalline worm that you can see through. That within it you can see
I just
different
couldn't tell
angles
if it
of
was a
math.
snake or
It looks like a snake because that's the
animal
mini I
that
have.
Like has its head up. I don't know.
Science
yeah.
snake.
So you've moved 15?
I have. So question. Just
Yes.
clarification. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
When I have my shield on, crossbow is two-handed,
Crossbow is two-handed.
right?
Which
so I
crossbow?
can't.
Hand crossbow.
crossbow.
Hand
Right?
crossbow is not.
Light crossbow is 2-handed.
I definitely don't have a hand crossbow.
So okay. You cannot fire a light
How much do you
crossbow.
think
With,
I am?
you cannot fire a light crossbow
That's all I
with.
wanted to
with,
verify.
shield
so,
attached. Your one hand is occupied with. It's too big and cumbersome.
yeah.
Realistically, I think you probably could, but for rules, I don't
Yeah,
think you
for
can.
rules. I was fairly certain. I'm not used to melee. So I will just hold my axe. I'll get out my sword because I didn't have my sword out. I wasn't walking around with my sword out.
Okay.
I was.
I know you were.
Any action?
I will hold my action in case something good threatens my life.
Okay. After that is so I'm just gonna let you know it's not the wolf's turn right now, but his movement is the other guy's movement, and he's making his mount go.
So I use a control now.
Ooh. Knock him off.
Oh, he
Knock
fell off.
himself off.
Yep.
Get off the mount.
Can I see how like banged up he is?
Him or the wolf?
The wolf. I mean, that's what I've been aiming at.
The wolf seem like. I'll just give it to you. The wolves are the problem here in this engagement, not the gnolls.
Cool. So
Yeah, the wolf looks fine.
So
I
I'm
gathered that.
so I'm aiming at the right thing.
Yeah.
Good to know.
So that's the gnolls going to. No, I would say that he has a spear. He's not ready for It's fine. He's not ready to bow shot, but that guy is.
Sure.
You see him pull out a longbow, and he's not going to continue moving forward, and he will shoot the frontmost person, Batuk. Do you have snatch and arrow thing yet?
No, that's level 3.
All right, well, he's going to hit you unless you want to give me a 20. You see it. I mean, you can.
Yeah, give the null a 20.
I mean, again, you see it. I don't know if you want to use your reaction. You are going to take 10 points of damage. Max roll. And your speed is reduced by 10 until the end of his next turn.
Okay.
And that's his turn. That's their turn. Farm it in.
Alright, 15 feet towards that dude.
Right here. 5, 10, 15.
That's my full movement.
I think you can get here if you want to.
Yeah, let's
Or
do
here. Here, here.
that. The second one, yes,
Here.
there.
I recounted
be-
you could do that.
Next to Batuk. And then I'm going to hex the wolf.
This wolf?
Yeah, that wolf.
Yeah, wolf.
It'll be
Werewolf.
strength checks, I guess.
What?
It'll be strength checks, I guess.
Okay. I mean, that's actually a worthwhile thing to do.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to yeet a javelin at it.
Okay.
That's going to be an 18.
So presently your sword is not drawn then. You threw a javelin.
I had the sword in the other hand that I like.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah,
I can't
yeah,
really.
yeah.
I can't.
You can't swing it, but you can
but I
still
can
throw it.
hold it.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Milo.
2d6 for javelin.
Well, one for hex.
Oh right, yeah.
Hex D6 and then javelin D6.
Oh shit.
That is better.
Yep, paladin with hex.
Yes. That is gonna be 15 damage.
15 damage. Okay. That's movement action, bonus action. That'll be it, right?
Yep.
So after Elysian is... Oh, I'm sorry, after that is Elysian?
I guess I'm also concentrating now.
You are, but I know that because of the hex. So.
Okay.
What did you think?
I was thinking, I wondered if I could Thunderwave, but I don't think I can get close enough.
I think Thunderwave has a big enough range. I don't
Well, it's a 15
foot.
15 foot cube from yourself.
Oh, okay, then never mind. You are not close enough for Thunderwave.
You could. Well, I'm not gonna. You do have that guiding bolt you can use. You can also
Yeah.
just throw shit at them if you want.
You got Guiding Bolt, you got your
Can I
Starry
steal a
Form.
little bit and Guiding Bolt?
Who are you Guiding Bolting?
That one.
This one?
Yeah.
The Wolf or the Rider?
The wolf.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
And that's 6, right?
Do you want to give her a 20 on the Guiding Bolt?
You
Go ahead and roll.
see this happen?
Adding 6.
Sorry. Do you want to give her a 20 on Guiding Bolt?
No.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
19.
19 will hit the wolf.
Plus 6, 25.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
it was 13.
Oh, it was 13.
Oh.
I saw that was a 9.
Well, it hits either 19 or 25 hits the wolf. So yeah, go ahead and roll your damage on the wolf.
So you roll the d6, so you roll 4 Ds. So you just roll that twice.
And I'm just gonna put
Nice.
10.
Wow.
19.
And he's sparkling.
I know it's not on him; it's on the wolf, but
What does it say?
it says magical effect. Because you put a magical effect, you.
Yeah.
19 damage.
Yeah, gotcha. Anything else? Bonus action?
I said scoot.
Bonus action? You've moved 5 feet or 10 feet.
You can still move 5 more feet.
You have 2 more squares to go if you want.
35.
Yeah, you're half movement though.
Because we're like knee deep in snow.
So you can move 2 more squares if you'd like to.
Because the snow's
difficult.
Oh no.
Yeah, difficult terrain slows you down by 2 more.
They're definitely coming to us.
Bonus action? Story form? You don't have to.
Please
Licking
run to
gloves?
us.
No.
Do the work.
I could.
Alright, after that is Itosh and Batuk. Who was first? Itosh?
Sure.
Alright.
But I can use guiding bolt as not. I can use it as
You
cantrip.
you used yeah, you get 2 guiding bolts per day that are cantrips.
Get me up towards Batuk as far as I can go. So 5, 10, 15.
Right there.
And give me
You're
a
gonna use the spell
firebolt
slot?
at the hexed guy.
Sure.
The hexed wolf.
Yes,
Firebolt
yes.
hexed wolf.
Bam!
Hex and dead.
Fuck some shit up.
Oof, not good. Is a 13 hit?
13 does hit.
Wow, okay.
He's a wolf.
He's a big fuck off wolf.
That's 8
He's a
points of fire
trooper.
damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Excellent.
Can I charm it?
After that is
My
Batuk.
thingy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get my thingy up there.
Maybe it's fun.
How far can it move?
Can
I think it's
touch
30.
I wish.
I assume it can just get up with me.
I think it's 30. It is 30. It does not fly.
It's gonna take the dodge action, get up to me.
Can you move me 10 feet closer to the thing?
This way?
Yeah. And now I should be 10 feet away from the wolf?
Yeah.
So I'll use my long arms to stab it and punch it twice.
Still really dumb, but okay.
I'm gonna do flurry of blows.
What do we got, Mr.
On the wolf.
Fantastic?
Lots of things have arms that are Checks
My
notes.
lowest is a 9,
10
which is
feet
probably not gonna
long
hit.
arm.
What was that?
A 9 won't hit.
9 does not hit the wolf.
Okay, what is that? I have a 17 and a 14, so those.
Those both hit.
Batuk have that dog.
Did you just say badum?
Yeah, I got
Oh.
Have you seen
9
that
and 5.
TikTok of a baseball player?
9 and 5
Like,
for damage.
9 and 5. So 14 points of damage.
Dude, what?
And then I will step back 5 feet because I still have 5 feet of movement because I have the minus 10, which brings me to 30 divided by 2 is 15. Yes.
Okay. Anything else but Took?
No.
Okay. It would be the wolf's turn, but he used his turn to dash because he was told to do so. So it's not his turn. Zadius, it's you.
I am so far away from everything.
Just like you like it, right?
Kind of.
I mean,
wanna
I just
be-
put people down.
Yeah.
I didn't assume in marching order. The only people that I put farther ahead are the 2 that said that they were
Right.
gonna
I
start
guess I
heading
can
that way.
bonus action
Can I help you,
dash.
sir?
Huh?
You can move
30 feet.
45 feet in a turn if you would like.
Sir? Sir, can I help you?
It'd be
This
your
turn,
action,
because you
too.
could do movement, action dash, bonus action dash.
Oh. I was like, what? I can dash twice. Got it.
Yeah, or you can move 30 feet and dodge.
I will move my 15 towards this one away,
This one, 5, 10, 15.
right?
And
And
it here.
can I get within 20 feet of him to throw a dagger?
If you do it again, 5, 10, 15. No, that's a bonus action to get there,
Yeah.
and then you can action if you'd like. You can also you can still throw a dagger. You just be at disadvantage, and you won't get sneak attack because he's within 60 of you.
But he'd be.
Oh,
straight
so he'd
in.
be straight in because of the guiding bolt.
Yeah.
If you're throwing it at the wolf, or you could throw at disadvantage for
Yeah, I'd probably
the
be
rider.
throwing it at the wolf.
Mhm.
I'll just throw it.
You also
Throw it
hold
at-
your action and wait for it to get closer.
You can also do that.
Closer.
This is probably.
And that will get your sneak attack. You'll have advantage as opposed to straight in.
Mhm.
Why would I get sneak attack? though?
Because you're at
Because if you have
advantage.
advantage, you get sneak attack.
Oh.
Well, that's
Okay.
That's if nobody else hits it. Though.
That's it. That's if nobody else hits it and it comes at you. But
Yeah.
you're wrong.
Okay, let's just not hit
It's a
it.
gamble.
Yeah.
Regardless of what you do, I have in my mind what
Yeah.
their tactic would be. So
I'm just gonna throw a dagger.
at the wolf.
So
Yeah.
sad.
Okay, straight in. Milo.
He just wants to go there.
His life is so rough.
9.
Bedtime.
Really?
9 will miss, and the
Bedtime.
glittering
It's
effect
bedtime.
of the guiding bolt fizzles out.
Does it? Until...
Yeah.
Oh, it's
You
the
got
next
the wo-
attack?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
The next time it gets attacked, the next attack is at
Sorry,
advantage.
wasted that.
You still got the. She still blapped it, so it's
Yeah.
not like it was wasted.
And that's my turn.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna back that ass up as far as I can. And then
Bag it up.
yes.
What?
Fucking. Yeah, can I have that wolf give me an intelligence saving throw, please?
This one or this one?
The one closest.
This
to
one.
me.
Intelligence saving throw.
Yes, please.
Do you want to give my wolf a 20?
No,
before-
we were just memeing about that over here.
Intelligence check. What is your DC?
15.
It fails.
Okay, so he takes 2 points of psychic damage.
2 points of psychic damage.
And he must subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw. He makes until before the end of my next turn.
Okay.
And I can do fuck all else, so that's my turn.
Okay. After that is number 1 is on my left, number 2 is on my right. So I gave the wrong wolf damage. Let me fix that. There we go. These two will go. Come to right here.
Hey,
Come here off.
how you doing?
Do you like cheese?
Okay, so
like
I
to
need in a 15-foot cone, so just Batuk and Dan. I need the both of you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
You're dexterous.
16.
You're dexterous.
I don't think it's gonna matter
Yeah, it's
for me.
It's not that bad.
I have 6 hit points.
You have
10.
how do you only have 6 foot?
I got hit for 10.
Oh yeah,
10.
10.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Milo.
16 max.
So you'll go unconscious, as is the way,
The tradition.
um, and you will take
Hello, go lay upstairs by yourself. Real
14 points.
Holy shit!
As the wolf breathes out a cold breath onto the both
Good
of you.
thing I rolled a 1 on my 3 on my hit die, not a 1. That's what's keeping me alive.
That's its turn. The hunter is going to attempt a stabby stab.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Shit.
Oh shit.
Ah, it misses.
Okay,
It's a
good.
7 plus not enough to matter. But that's their turn. After that, I need a Constitution saving throw for Hex.
Oh yeah.
DC is 10.
Yeah, I'm good. That's a 16.
Yep. Okay. So after that is Felix.
Felix. I can get to them now.
Yes. Here.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I would like to slash a wolf.
You crit.
Slash the wolf. You crit.
I crit.
You
okay,
crit.
Cool.
Alright.
Milo, stop. No.
I need one of these.
Push me over.
Yeah.
Hey! That's 18 slashing damage.
Damn!
18 slashing damage.
A 6 and an 8.
How's he looking now?
He's looking not good.
Like,
But
lay
you guys have been
down.
splitting the damage upon the two wolves.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
between the two of them, I think you killed one of them.
I'm
But
gonna
you've been splitting it.
action surge.
Hey, I did some.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm saying no. I'm saying between the two wolves.
Oh.
Action
If you
surge.
guys all hit the
Action
same
surge.
one, it'd
I'm
probably
gonna
be
do
dead.
the thing.
Hit him again.
Yeah.
Do it!
Do you want another natural 20?
I don't
Fuck
think
you.
you can. I think you can only do it once.
It's a
Oh,
reaction.
is it a reaction?
It's a reaction.
Yeah.
Is it reaction?
Yeah, that's over 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Holy
Yeah.
I'm
It's a
almost.
reaction.
I'm
I don't think
almost
it's a
positive it's a
reaction.
reaction.
I think it says once per turn.
Womp
Yeah.
womp. 5.
When's
5?
Min damage.
Yeah.
Because otherwise that would make it a lot worse for wizards. Because that eats your reaction.
This man is gonna shoot at you.
Okay.
Yeah, it says you can replace a roll in this way only once per turn.
Oh,
But it does not say
So
it's a
not a
reaction.
reaction.
But not a reaction.
What is your AC, sir?
12.
But
Important
per
thing.
turn.
He hits
not
you.
per round.
Uh,
Very
Wizard roll?
important detail.
Yes.
Or it doesn't matter.
I don't tell you
You
that
don't
if
tell
you're
me?
thinking about shield.
You don't tell me that. Okay.
So if you shield, I will tell you whether or not. So the way I always do any dice roll is I roll, I ask you for your DC, I tell you it hits.
Okay,
Before I roll
gotcha.
damage, if you want to cast shield, you can. I will tell you immediately if it crits.
Alright, fair enough.
So it's not a natural 20.
Okay. No, I'll say the spell slot.
Okay. You take 9 points of damage.
Ow.
piercing damage, and your speed is reduced by 10 feet for until the end of his next turn.
Cool.
And he does move a little bit closer. After him is he tells his mount to go closer.
Great.
Uh-oh.
And he's gonna strike at
Thaddeus,
Thaddeus.
no!
Mm-hmm.
You're so far away.
I kind of think.
But literally.
And it's you take 5 points damage.
Okay.
I didn't have to ask the AC because it's high enough to.
I think.
It was 19 on dice. So
Miss.
that's the end of that guy's turn and that guy's turn. Farmer Dan.
I attack the dude. His best defense is good offense. Rolling.
Crit.
Yeah.
Are you attacking the wolf? Okay.
Oh my god, there's so much dice!
That's 66
This
to
is
48.
overkill!
Because smite.
Yeah.
It's the rules.
I don't make the rules.
It's the rules.
I mean, normally it's a 5% chance that you get to do it. But
Yeah.
This is a 1 in 400.
you've rolled 2 natural 20s on 2 different important rolls 2 days in a row.
That's 6, 12, 15, 20. With a witness.
30.
Okay,
40,
keep tallying it up, but the wolf is gonna die.
7.
Please tell me you sent that to the group.
That is gonna be.
I picture. Please tell me you sent a picture of that to the group.
Alright.
That's gonna be 53.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I didn't do it, I would be
that-
shitting.
That does it. The
Oh,
wolf,
sorry, 52.
Oh,
Again.
52. It's still up. No, it's Gonzo. He looked at me with the meanest of stank eyes.
All right, well, I'm gonna move my hex to that dude instead now.
This dude
Mm-hmm. Because I killed the dude.
for strength.
Sure.
Okay. Anything else, Dan? If not, it's
That's-
Elysian.
That's it.
It's your turn.
I blew my load, and that's all I can do.
Mm-hmm.
2 spell slots that you
did
have.
nothing.
I know, I still have 1 spell slot.
Oh,
left,
okay.
'cause hex is just a thing.
What gives you hex?
Chuck a card, or
Feet.
is someone in my way?
You can check a card, yeah. Line of sight in that way doesn't do that.
Yeah.
You can go through allies in the same way that the enemies can. This is not the right music for this.
It doesn't matter.
We're like in a delightful forest of anthropomorphic animals.
Yeah.
Who do they have about equal health?
You come across the same dog, he
who are you
tells
talking
a
about?
riddle.
Who are you?
Oh
You
wait.
fuck it up!
This wolf is dead. Nobody's hit a null yet, and this wolf is hit by you.
Yeah.
I'll hit that one.
This wolf?
Yeah.
What are you hitting with?
A card.
Okay.
Throwing the card.
Okay.
Put the card. Put the card. Fuck 'em off.
9.
9
Wait,
plus
I gotta
6. So
12. No.
9.
15.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
Is that 9 or 6? I
It's
can't
a
tell.
9.
Okay, so plus 6.
15? Okay, that hits.
Yay!
Small number of arithmetic is the bane of us
Oh my
all.
God.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll a d6 and add 4.
Someday, guys.
It's alright.
That happens to literally everybody. I
They
stared
do.
at d6 or d8 and tried to add
Yep.
4 to it for like
4.
Yeah, 6. 4 is 10.
10 damage. Okay. Anything else?
Nah.
Okay. After that is about 2 cures your death save.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Didn't say one of those nat 20s for me.
That's true.
Oh shit! No,
Yeah,
he
they're
used
both
them
Oh
both.
yeah, he's used both.
I've used both.
They were better uses than giving
Okay.
me 1 hit point.
Do you believe that as you're saying?
Absolutely.
Since I'm
Um,
within 30 feet of you,
18
can I
damage and 52
Get it.
damage.
I'm not-
You are within
believe
30
that.
feet of him. You
Doesn't
can make him
matter, dude's
re-roll.
unconscious.
No, it's,
Okay.
I don't.
Doesn't
Since I
matter,
don't know
he's
the
dead
fucking
now.
rules. I wouldn't do that
Headcount.
after. I
Zadius,
He was unconscious.
I
on
need
the
a
important
dexterity
for you,
saving
so he
throw
doesn't
from you,
even
sir,
know.
as this wolf breathes out its cold breath.
Oh, fuck.
He just saw nothing but destruction with those portents. Like, these portents are not for life; they're for death.
Well, I'm like, shit. 12.
12 is
12 is the decent. What?
12 is
12 is. I'm asking because I would do the thing.
sure. Do you get to know the result fully?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So 12 fails. Or 12 succeeds, I'm sorry. 12 succeeds.
succeeds. Okay.
12 is the DC. So he's succeeding now. You don't want him to reroll,
Yeah.
right? Okay. You take half this damage. You take 11 points.
That's halved.
Yeah.
Ouch.
It's
Yeah.
it's 48.
Like Scoob.
Yeah. Yeah, this is bad.
Level 2.
Level
Man.
2.
There are 7 of you!
And we can't seem to sync up on one with 220s.
That's not my bad.
That's not
We did
sync up on one.
That's the wolf's turn.
Come on,
Gladius.
Joseph.
It's your turn. Joseph.
Cancel
Cancel the loans, Joe!
That's my reaction to everything in school now.
Joseph.
I'm not even
I'm
kidding.
honored.
Like screaming at my students. Come on, Joseph. Joseph. You don't know.
And again, to be extremely clear, the things of threat are the wolves, and one of them is gone. The other guys, technically, they should be attacking twice a turn, and I'm not having them do that. Because I wanted to not outright kill a party.
Appreciate it.
Whose turn is it?
Mine. Can I take out my rapier and still use it, right? That's
Yeah.
the-
Missing
okay.
a hand.
Yep.
What the fuck? 12 on the wolf.
12 is enough to hit the wolf. Or no, I'm sorry. No, it's not. It's exactly not.
So close. So close. He TTs you with it.
Anything else, Eddie?
Oh, that'll hit. Not.
Once again.
Bonus
Adam
action,
rolling shit.
disengage, and move 15 feet towards the party. And hope
Yes.
it attacks somebody else.
Yes, cluster up for the breath.
Ah,
I'm just kidding. They have to. They have to recharge it. After Zadius is Cray.
okay, fucking. So, my speed is reduced by 10, so I have 5 feet of movement, right?
No, you can move 2 squares
Yeah, I'm gonna move.
because you have 20 feet of movement.
Okay, so 2
And then half.
squares will put me behind the
Hmm?
familiar.
Hmm?
Let's move diagonally back. No,
This right here.
other way. Other way.
Here?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna fucking. I'm not fucking around with any attack, but magic missile this fucking wolf.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the damage.
I see a 4.
12 points of force damage.
12.
These-
Anything else?
Shit, I can't. I can't really. Showing anything isn't gonna really help, is it? No, that's my turn.
Okay. After Cray is this guy. Felix is coming at you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Why I oughta.
That's a 2 on the dice, so I'm pretty sure that will miss. We can move on to your turn, Felix.
Yeah.
As you-
Whack.
That wasn't
Yeah.
very nice. Let's fucking.
Ass whack.
Oh,
Let's
I didn't
fix
whack
this
well.
attitude.
11?
11 does not hit
Not
his.
enough whack.
He's got leather armor on.
Mhm.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. After that is the Null Hunters. So the one back there is going to take a shot.
Shot.
Makes sense.
What is your AC?
12.
He's hitting you.
Shield.
Okay, he
Thank
no
you.
longer hits you.
Looked at me.
Shield does in fact bring your AC enough.
Yeah.
So as
I
this
did,
time
I
when it
did.
comes up,
Raise the hand like this. And
raise the hand and you guys see the arrow coming straight towards his chest and it hits him in the chest but just clatters to the ground as if it hit the shield
Yeah.
and falls to and you're like
I have a spell slots.
after that is the guy riding this. He's going to move the mount and he's going
No,
to attack Zadius.
Zadius!
No, the bro.
What is your AC?
High enough not to get hit.
And that number is
15.
That's
he
pretty
rolled
good.
15.
Ah.
11 plus 4.
15, that was pretty respectable.
It is.
I agree. I was like, hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm down.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
He has
Easy
a
money.
hit
He takes
point.
5.
Literally
points.
down. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Bum,
Zaddy,
bum,
no.
bum.
Okay, not looking good here, folks.
Zaddy Daddy is down.
All right. After The
It does make
gnolls.
sense. The two tired boys are the ones who get on.
Farmer Dan. That's true.
True.
Farmer Dan, it's time to bring the pain.
It's time to duel. I'm gonna go with that guy. That's in front of me.
Okay, you do have to move a square.
Cut some crops, baby.
That'll 19 hit.
Oh yeah.
Cleave him in twine.
Chop me in half, please.
Yeah, that's a decent roll. So that's 10, 19 damage.
19 will do it. As you
Curse
hack him down. And then I'll remove him from the initiative and do that. Anything else, Farmer Dan?
You're pointing at me.
No, I was pointing in that direction.
Lay
sorry.
on hands is not a bonus action.
It's not,
Nope.
but Hex is. Where's it going?
Oh yeah, Hex is going. Wolfie guy.
Wolfie guy,
I can heal him,
yeah.
but-
It's on him, but I put it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else? That's. You still have.
I do still have 10 feet
2 squares of movement.
I will go ahead and use this.
To boop?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Still leaves me within touch range if I decide to heal.
Listen.
Vatook. Wouldn't hold your breath, but.
He can't hold his breath, he's unconscious.
I believe so.
I get 3, right?
3 what?
Cards?
Right now he's just kind of
Yeah.
laying there,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
gargling.
One, so I have 2.
Blood.
2 left.
Yep.
Before you gotta make more.
Correct.
I just look over, it's like, you again.
I'll use another one.
Okay, who are you throwing it at?
I think there was only one
The other one. The
battle.
same
The,
one.
the wolf?
2 battles that didn't go
Yeah,
unconscious.
Yes.
you get my normal one.
No, you are. I'm asking because there's 3 targets you can throw.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
he's
just
just
making sure
fighters.
he does.
Okay, you didn't go against.
Yeah, he's pretty quick.
You can throw it at the gnoll riding the wolf, or the gnoll back there. I think that gnoll is probably out of range for
So
you.
what,
Yeah.
half and half?
So,
No,
I
this
got
is the
unconscious
third.
3 times.
Oh. 3 fists.
I did have 4 hit points in the spider fight, so I was close. But
Or should I,
3
so
out
what
of
are we?
5.
Yeah, I was about to say.
can I guide bolt though?
You guiding
If
bolt
I
is
had
60
rolled
feet as well,
1
right?
health point lower,
I think so.
I would.
Is that a 60 or 90?
120. Oh yeah, it's 120. You want
You
to guiding
can
bolt?
guiding bolt him if you'd like to. He's in range. Okay. Go ahead and roll to your attack roll.
Plus 6, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
18.
19 hits.
And that's what the
4d6. Guiding bolt is actually busted for a first level spell.
That's really
It's
good.
quite good.
16, 17, 17.
17. He's hanging on by a thread, but
And he's glowing.
and he's glowing,
He's
but he's
fucking
still
glowing.
alive. Where's that one? Anything else? Bonus action. You can move. You can do a bonus action.
That was
Nope.
magic.
Okay. After Itosh is. I'm sorry. After Elysian is Itosh.
Is there a rock or a piece of ice on the ground that I can catapult?
I will say.
I mean,
'Cause
slow
it'll
moving
be-
at high velocity.
Because it'll be funny. The bag that he's like the satchel bag that you guys found in the tent fell off of him as it. You can chuck this bag
Oh.
at warp speed.
Yeah.
at the
If you would like to.
Wait, can't I give him a
the
card?
wolf.
I can give him a card.
Yeah, you can go up there and hand him a card if you'd like to.
What?
Mhm.
Wait, okay, what does that do? Describe.
He-
What does that mean?
It's one of my cards that I like
Magic
to chuck.
stone.
It's like magic stone, but instead I use a card. It's like a tarot card. So
Yes,
I can
that.
give it to
you
someone.
can throw it if you'd like to. Okay. So I think you still get her. So I think you
Okay.
get a +6 to hit, and it's still D6 +4.
So,
Pretty sure.
Gets a 13 on the dice.
13 hits.
And what is it?
D6 plus 4.
D6 plus 4? 8.
8 Dimaggio. Not quite, but it.
Uh,
That was at the wolf, yeah.
Yeah, that was the wolf.
Yeah. Okay. So it hits him. Does not kill him, but it hits him. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
ta-da.
Okay, Batuk, here's your next death save.
Oh,
Boy,
shit.
it's been like 3.
Okay.
That was the second one.
Oh, okay. Still scary.
Two's already pretty dangerous territory.
All right. After that is the wolf. He can't move. He can only move if he's ordered to, and that's it. Zadius, here's your death save.
Fuck.
What's the pink ring? Is that hexed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how does the death saves work with this chronometry thingy? Chrono surge things.
If I'm within 30 feet of him, I can have him reroll, but I don't know the result on this, right? I mean,
yeah,
'cause,
this
like,
is the one. This is the one and only instance in which I'm not going to tell you the result because
Yeah.
that's the whole point of me
So I
rolling
don't-
that behind
so,
the screen.
Like, I could have him try again for a 20, but like,
I feel like
We don't know if it's a success or a failure, so
Yeah,
it
exactly.
could have been a success that you rerolled.
yeah, exactly. That's
Yes.
the point. That's,
and this
that's
is
only
the
reason why
one.
I'm
This
not
is the
doing
one
that.
and only instance in which I'm going to supersede that rule.
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
Maybe on the last one, if
Yeah.
it's a death, then you could be like, okay, I'm dying, I definitely failed. Then you know it's a fail, you can make him reroll. Maybe then it would.
I'm okay with that. If
Yeah.
I will say exactly that, and he
Please
get,
tell
yeah.
us if we died.
Yeah.
Because obviously we know it's a fail at that point.
So
Yeah.
great, it is your turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay, there's two fuckers.
The wolf is not doing well. The knoll is not doing well. The knoll is not doing well.
Am I within 120 feet of this fucker?
Yeah, almost certainly. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and firebolt this motherfucker.
Okay, you're at advantage because
Yes.
of guiding bolt.
That's 18 on the die.
18 will hit.
2 points of fire damage.
2 is what you needed.
Woo!
It's gonna take him out.
Yes! Fucking annoying, isn't it? Then I'll back up 15 more feet. I'm just like, I'm sorry, I'm not dealing with this shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm still within 30 feet.
Well, it's more like.
Every time he's gotten close to you so that maybe he won't get hit, you run away.
Yeah.
But he.
Let me
is
hide
totally
behind
valid.
the wizard.
Yeah.
Let me
But
hide
it's
behind the
very-
wizard.
After that is Felix.
Hide behind anybody at that point.
I would like to attempt to stabilize Batuk.
Okay, go ahead and make a medicine check.
Okay. I need a kit. 11.
11 succeeds. You are stable.
Hey.
The results of your rolls were 18 and 4, so you had 1 success, 1 failure. Let me delete that so I
kill
don't.
you, but you're
And
stable
then
now.
I will walk my 2 more squares towards enemies.
Don't you have 1 more square after that?
I think I had to step. Didn't I step 1 to get closer to Batuk? I don't know.
No, you were right next to him.
Then yeah, 1 more.
Okay. After that is the knoll, so his mount will move him.
Stick a band-aid on you and run.
He's gonna stabby stab.
Okay.
What is your AC?
My AC
Uh-huh,
is currently 18.
18. He will clank off the shield as you raise it one more time. The spear hits the shield, and that is his turn. Farmer Dan.
All right.
Nice when your AC works.
I'm gonna go ahead and scooch on over a little bit.
Here.
Let me just scooch on past you there as I'm gonna take a swing at him.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll hit. That's a 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whack.
And this is the wolf, or
The wolf.
that you've hexed?
How's
Yeah.
the wolf looking?
Bad.
Just not great,
No,
Not great.
No.
but not terrible.
This is bad.
Just bad.
I mean,
3.6 wrong.
hit points in general around the table, including the monsters, are all low. So bad.
Sure. Okay, I will toss a smite on it.
Okay.
That's what a loser would say.
Yeah.
A loser would say.
Damn good smile.
Oh well, I actually should have rerolled this because that's my hex die, but it was the same thing anyway, so that's fine. So that's 10, 20, 27.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm assuming you moved to the hex to the other guy
Yeah.
there. Okay.
Oh.
Anything else, Farmer Dan? No, that's movement, action, bonus action.
Would 13 have done it?
Yes.
Good.
13 would have done it. After that is Elysian. It's just him left over.
Mhm.
And you've got 2 down. Well, he's stable, but unconscious, and then
slowly
he's
dying.
he's still bleeding out.
He's been not been attended to.
But he's made 1 death save, so.
Almost prepared to cure wounds, but I was like, nah.
That's stupid.
Wait, do you have like spare the dying or something?
No.
No.
Nah,
What's a
that's some cleric bullshit.
I don't know what's cleric bullshit was not, alright?
Fun fact, my
What would you like to
character
do?
just gave me a cleric. No
think that's-
healing.
I'm debating on multi-classing it one level into cleric for one of the ones that has
Yeah, if I can just check my last
martial
card.
weapons,
I'll
just so
check
that I
my
can
last
use
one.
a whip, so I can
Mhm.
shoot things from 15 feet
I'll
away.
check my last card.
Okay.
That is so you.
It'd be awesome if you could raise your 10-foot long arm and then 15
How many
feet off of that. You just 25 feet in a round circle.
12.
12 does not hit the null.
The only downside is
AC is
I can only
13.
get one attack with that. Or
Anything else? You have a bonus action
Then I
and
have
movement.
To get 5 feet closer to punch and kick them.
You can make new cards if you'd like to.
Yeah.
But the thought process is my
Prepared.
flurry
Okay.
of blow
Yeah.
stuff gives.
Do you wanna move?
Instead of attacking things, I can heal.
You touch.
allies Once I get back.
That's me.
It is you.
He's looking rough,
I can
right?
stand behind
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
I mean, firebolt.
with things and then
Alright.
heal.
Well, this guy's been in touch, but they don't have that much health. To be clear.
21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That's gonna be a knowledge killer.
Assuming I make
That's
it to
7
level
damage.
Okay. Anything else?
You're
Nope.
stabilized.
Batuk, you're stable. Zedius, death save. No, that's on other dice.
Is he dead?
Cray, it's your turn.
Okay. Great.
Talk.
Great. It is my. Okay.
It's your turn.
Fucking.
Is he dead?
I'm too far away now, aren't I? Fuck it, firebolt.
Okay.
Oh, that's not. That's a fucking 10 to hit.
10 does not hit him.
Yeah, I did think so.
After Cray is Felix.
Awesome. I would like to attempt a whack.
You can whack away.
Whack-a-mole.
Nat 20.
Okay, yeah. Roll the damage.
Doubles. That is math.
That is math.
I hope so.
16.
16. That will do it. We can't leave initiative order because somebody is still unconscious and dying. Yeah.
And I'd like to get to Zadius with my movement.
Sure.
But I've used an action search, so sorry, buddy.
Yeah. I'll be
After
for that.
If I knew he was about
Felix
to drop
is
a 52, I wouldn't
Yes.
have.
It's me.
It's okay.
yeah, it's down. You can get to him.
But do I want to? No. I'm gonna pick you up with 1 HP.
Okay.
Okay,
Then
pink.
for later.
So your rolls were 6 and 6.
Yeah, I was,
Oh.
I was about to die.
God.
If you rolled another 6, you would really be a demon.
Yeah.
Yeah. No bringing that back.
No.
All right.
You don't just die, you just vanish.
With an initiative of 6, I rolled a 6 and a 6.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With that, you've quelled the Winter Wolf and
Also
the
pick
Knolls.
up 1 hit point because instead of waiting
Bink
around
and
for
bink.
you for like a couple hours.
Yeah. Both of you wake up.
You wake up, there's like a
So
baby
fucking
wrapped
cold.
around your head.
As you're just laying here, your body wasn't shivering or doing anything to get rid of any of the cold and warm your body up. That is, we are most of the way through the first day of this hellhole that they call the Frozen North.
Mhm.
That is we're gonna pick up next week.
On to
Hey.
Star.
Yeah. 1 hit point, 1 key point, 1 level of
The
exhaustion.
Frozen
Let's
North.
go. I am out of spell slot.
Woo!
I'm gonna go.
And
I'm
this
gonna add survive to our
I'm also
to-do
gonna
list.
use
What?
There's
Survive
a to-do
to.
list in my book.
Survived our